Baby Jake.
Baby Jake, okay,
God,
listen to
man.
this. He was giving me shit today because it was super slow, and I was hanging out with him up at the...
Ask him how middle
host
school
stand?
is.
Yeah, I know. And I go, and I was on Reddit, and I typed in NSFW, because I was like, fuck it, let's see what's on
Did
NSFW.
you blow his mind?
No, he said, no, this is what he goes. I go, hey, what do you think of that? And it was like a hot picture of a chick, and like fucking titties everywhere and everything, and he goes, dude, that's weird. And I'm like, what do you mean that's weird? And he goes, dude, you're looking that up at work? That's like super weird. Who looks up like porn stuff at work? I'm like, look how innocent this kid
Welcome
is
to
right
adulthood,
now.
pussy.
That's what I spend most of my time on the shitter doing. Reddit real girls.
70% of my day.
What's up, guys? It's the Friendly Fire Podcast. Yeah, the energy's low tonight, apparently.
Fuck you, Johnny.
Well, what, three of us have our fucking phones out right now? Get off Real Girls.
Get off.
Get off Real
Get
Girls,
off.
all of you.
No, not get off legitly. Get off your
Sean,
phone.
get off whatever.
I was just like, oh, I gotta like where this podcast is going.
No.
Nope.
You have to
Hashtag no
look at
pants
that.
podcast.
Why do we have to
And
look at
it
Dick
was
Butt the
all
entire
Sean.
Yeah.
Fuck, where's
The back of our agenda sheets
Oh my
are...
Dick
God.
Butt.
I'm
not.
hanging this on my fridge at home. This is glorious.
Oh,
No matter
God.
what, we have to look at it when we're all checking our friggin'...
Like,
This
so,
is
what
the
do you
best-
think of
home.
this?
This is the best
Do it.
fucking agenda you've ever made. No, hold
Better
on.
than last week?
Yes.
Ugh.
Last week
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
crossing the line, like not even crossing the line, but you know what I mean. Like you pushed a new boundary.
How do you
with what
think
you're
I
gonna
felt
make
trying to
across.
put that at work without anybody knowing?
That's the funniest shit about it is that you
Oh,
printed that off
God.
at work.
Alright, so
Oh
I
my
am
God.
Logan. I'm back. I apologize to everybody for last week's podcast. We will never let that happen again.
It was good,
so
it was
sorry.
an
except
amazing
the
podcast.
end was a train wreck.
That whole
It's
podcast
devolved
was-
into fuck.
Me and Drew were arguing, and Pat's like, well, I'm just going to ruin this.
What did I do?
God damn it, Pat.
well, what's your favorite anime? And podcast over.
Yeah, I know.
He broke it. So, yeah, Logan, I'm back. There's someone else over here.
I'm Sean.
Okay.
What?
Sean, Josh.
I get to be the only Nate this week, as well
We
as last
Yes,
could
week.
just
we can
call
call
you
you
Nate, but I'm
Nate.
going to keep calling you Disco.
So before Disco interrupted me, hi, my name's Josh.
No one cares.
Fuck you, Disco.
I'm Patrick.
And we have a special guest tonight.
You have a
Special,
special
yes.
Who are you?
I'm Connor.
He's Connor.
It's Connor.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we were down a few people, so we picked up another one.
He was actually
Their
almost
standards-
he was almost on the side of the road when we found
We
him.
found it.
Their
and
standards
so-
are pretty low tonight.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
whatever we can find.
We offered him a place to sleep and a Happy Meal if he came along.
That was
No
more than
toy,
enough.
though.
No
More
toy,
than
no
enough.
toy.
The
No
toy, the toy is for us.
Yeah.
Well, and for you too, but mainly for us.
Yeah.
So, every time we have a person on the podcast, we have a question, and I might phrase it wrong, so what's the question, Pat? What do you,
phrasing?
right?
Phrasing, yes.
What
What
Phrasing,
is
boom.
pretty much what is your favorite video game you've ever played in
We
your
have
life?
an initiation with a paddle.
No,
There's a
more
I've
but
been there.
We're gonna need you to lose some clothing.
My
It's
favorite
not
game?
gay.
Favorite game of all time.
Like, if
your
you had to
entire
pick
life.
one
if you pick
game-
one game to play forever.
And no
I
other
would
game.
say it's not fairly controversial, but it's not the most popular out there. I'd have to say Crash Bandicoot.
Not bad.
It-
Oh,
OG.
Yeah.
We'll accept it.
The
in podcast
original
tonight.
Crash Bandicoot it's just one of my favorite games ever. In fact, I remember playing it for the first time at your house
Yeah.
when I was probably about 10 or 11 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
Pat,
stay tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Pat
are
was
welcome.
really one of the guys who introduced me to gaming, like as I was growing up, and it became a really big part of my life.
Right on.
It's always fun.
All right, so who's Pat?
Yes.
What have you been playing? This
What have
week?
I been playing?
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing Fallout 4. Well, I've been trying to play Fallout
yeah.
4. We'll save
Save
this
that
for a
for
later
later,
time.
yeah. That's,
I've been trying to play Fallout 4.
That is a rough.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited to hear this rant.
I've been praising this game forever. I am at a point right now where I am.
Not okay with things.
Wow.
It was good.
Really?
It was
I'm
good.
excited to hear about this.
I've also been playing Street Fighter 5 as norms.
I hate to interrupt this, but there's a game coming out called Detroit Become Human.
I've heard of that, but I don't know what
Sounds
it
like
is.
the most racist
It looks good though.
Oh,
I don't
It's
think.
Quantum.
I don't think
Isn't
they
it Quantum
plan,
Break that's doing that one?
I don't think they planned
Quantum
out
Break's
that
a
game
game.
title
Fuck
very
you.
well.
You know what I mean.
Quantic Dream?
Quantic Dream.
Are we assuming that everyone who lives in Detroit is not human?
In this universe.
Well, have you seen
Racist.
the areas that are condemned? They're totally like it look like I don't know. Looks
Buy
like
a
anything
house
to
for
live there.
$80.
Sorry, Detroit.
I mean, it's like
Buy a house for what you could buy a bag of weed for.
Exactly.
You get one when you buy the other. It's like a free deal.
Buy one, get one
Just
free.
included.
call it the 8 Mile.
Right.
If you reference someone.
You also
35%
get
off,
jumped
man.
as you buy the house.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's your initiation to live in Detroit.
What else, Pat?
Fallout 4, Street Fighter 5, and also have actually been playing one of the new PSN free-to-play games this month, NBA
Oh, yeah.
2K16,
Oh, God.
which is
Free
hilarious that I say that because
You don't like sports games.
I don't like sports games. I just don't like sports. In a sports
fair.
game,
Which,
I,
I
can
mean-
increase all my stats to 10 and be the best person ever, and I'm like, yeah,
Slam
yeah,
dunk,
the
3
entire
points.
time.
Pat Curry throwing up threes from half,
Easy.
half court.
No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Real sports, I'm like, I like going to sporting events, but if I sit there and it's on TV, I'm like, I could be shooting people in the face right now in Fallout.
The problem is you're sober.
That's true.
Pat Curry sounds like the State Farm employee of Steph Curry's brother.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Is that all, Pat? That's your...
That's pretty much it, yeah. I mean, I downloaded Gone Home, but I was going to talk about that later and
Yeah.
everything, so I'm excited to actually kind of check that out.
Yeah. We actually spoiled that game on the podcast. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay, good. Well, then you can play it on your own. It's free, yeah. Drew fucking spoiled it.
Drew spoiled it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
no
it's a
way.
pretty
Oh,
shitty
Drew
ending, and we talked
spoiled
about it, and he just said, he goes, oh, fuck it, and he just said the ending. But, do you not remember?
No,
Okay,
I
good.
don't. I don't remember this
Good.
at all.
Just-
I
Sounds like a
totally-
fun podcast.
Let's not
totally
re-spoil
blacked it out.
Let's not re-spoil these.
I
remember
totally
what
blacked
he
it
was
out. I
talking
have
about.
no
Yeah.
recollection of that whatsoever.
Just, it was a very unfortunate ending. It just fell apart. You're like, wow.
That is
You don't
incredibly
know.
disappointing to hear.
It's worth playing, honestly. The game is
I'm gonna
fun.
play it.
It's stuff,
I'm
yeah.
still going to
Yeah,
play
you should
it.
definitely play it. It's a good experience, but
But I.
you might like the ending. I don't know.
I've liked the ending to
I
all
was-
of them so far.
I
was-
hated Mass Effect
he
3
was a
ending
ghost
still to
all
this
along.
day. People are like, oh, this is a good ending
I see
still.
dead
I'm like,
people.
you can go fucking suck it.
So Connor,
I
hate
what have
it.
you been playing?
Hail Hydra.
I haven't been able to play a whole lot this week. I'm actually living in Omaha. I generally live in Lincoln during the summer, but
Oh yeah, the beer that we drink all the time here. This is the guy whose dad owns.
yeah, my
Nice.
family actually owns the brewery. It's right up the street.
We got some Nut Brown Ale over there right now.
Oh yeah, it's a
So,
great
yeah.
beer.
Yeah, Pat Stan was telling me tonight he was like into like Nebraska Brewing Company is like all over the fucking place. Like it's like international.
They're,
We
yeah.
actually are. We're
fucking idea.
we're 28 states and 5 countries
We're not
as of right
sponsored.
now. Yeah, this isn't a
Don't
sponsor.
sue us.
I
Would we be-
promise.
They could sponsor us. Fuck yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Nebraska.
We could totally do that.
But every chance I get, I just downloaded Just Cause 3 down in my
Nice.
apartment. Like I'm way
Nice.
behind.
I was telling
way
you.
behind the
I have the
game.
collector's edition statue. over
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure.
He literally
The-
has the grappling hook.
Oh my god.
Shenanigans.
Every chance I get, that's what I'm doing. My friends are like, hey, let's go to the bars. I'm like, no, I have better. I have plans.
I have shit to blow up.
I come into town just to play that game, and I've been loving it, honestly.
Nice.
It's really fucking amazing, actually.
It's fun.
I was actually-
definitely one of the.
Big Mac.
I was talking to Logan last weekend about it. I was like, yeah, I'm like 6 hours in. He's like, yeah, you've got about 100 more to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You got, I mean, there's literally so much to do.
You can
with it.
easily-
You could just.
Yeah.
live
There really is,
forever.
like,
and they have DLC out now too. That was like that's
I actually-
almost just
There's
as
like
big.
2
I
packs
just
out
heard
now
about
or
that
something?
today, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm way behind the game, I'm sure. But
Yeah, I need to play more, and then I'll probably get the
We
DLC.
did
Okay.
we did a cool video for that a long time ago.
Yeah.
We should do more videos for Just Cause.
We
just
need
because
to.
of how fucking
There's
hilarious
so
it
much
is.
you can do.
Yeah.
Remember the car thing that we were watching the other day? That was just funny as shit to watch.
Where I was pulling the car up
Of the
side
fucking,
of
it
the-
looked like they were
Yeah.
driving up, but it was just pulled at the perfect
It's
like time. It was just,
hilarious.
looks like they're driving up
It
and like,
fell.
oh
Well, when the car hit, it landed on its wheels. The guy just like tried to drive away. I was like, nope.
no! Well, the car hit him. He was standing in the middle of the road. The
Yeah.
car hit him, and Logan goes, "Let's think
Okay.
about what just happened here." I
a good
have
time.
a grappling hook that can do anything.
anything I want.
So I'm trying to think of what I played because I was gone for 2 weeks.
Playing
Mirror's Edge just
Just
came out
Cause.
though. Just Cause I picked that up again.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge.
Yes, Mirror's Edge.
So
Playing Mirror's
excited.
Edge is very excited
So
for that.
excited.
It's really good so far. If you like the first, I think you really like this one still. They made the combat way better. They added more movement controls. Open world now. You can just go from building to building and do whatever you want, pretty much.
That is, that's totally
Yeah.
completely amazing.
So get Mirror's Edge.
Push to Z. Game
I,
time.
I remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
all the way through.
I remember playing the closed beta with you
Yeah.
when you had it last, and like it's like the closed beta was amazing in itself. Like,
Visually,
I mean,
it looks good too.
Oh, yeah.
an instant game seller for me. I was like, I will be picking this up.
And the beta was huge too because I played for 5 hours and I'm still not even close to where the beta was. So
Because that's some of my favorite parts about like Assassin's Creed is like being able to like free run and climb stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean that's really fun. So yeah, Mirror's Edge is a game that's completely about that mechanic.
and talking about
Yeah.
Just Cause and grappling hooks, Mirror's Edge has a grappling hook now.
Oh, I don't think I got. I don't think
I think that
saw
was even in the beta at least.
No, it
'cause
wasn't in the beta.
You could just run through and just grapple shit and swing from place to place, so it's cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's really amazing.
You know what I find out just because we're talking about swinging and grappling? This is a joke. Me and Logan were going through our achievements the other day, like PS to Xbox. Logan's played a lot of Spider-Man games. Because you say because I was going through and he's like, what's the highest one I got 100% on? And we're going through all his games. I'm like, he's actually got a good achievement on every Spider-Man game that's come
I'm
out
a sucker
for
for
a while
Spider-Man
though.
games. They're
Not to
so
throw you
fun.
out on that, but I thought
No,
it was
dude.
hilarious. I was like,
They're
damn,
good.
dude, you.
Yeah.
Dude, that new one, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, that was
Yeah.
on sale that we both got.
Yeah.
Like I'm still having a great time with it. Like it's
Do
a
you love
great
how
game.
Spider-Man says the same 4 phrases every time he fights?
You know, I honestly haven't noticed.
Don't even think
This
about
is
it.
this guy
Yeah.
the guy who hates all video games but
He
loves
basically
all
hates
video
everything.
games.
This is
at
for
the
you,
same
Uncle
I
time.
absolutely like the fucking combat, the exploration, like all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the quest.
If you don't
are
take
great.
it too
It's
seriously,
awesome.
it's a really
Web
fun
swing.
game.
Yeah.
I don't even care. You
Oh,
can have
so
like a
good.
carnage
Web
shoot
swing.
that game too, so
I mean,
worth it,
You can.
right?
That's
Worth
suck
it.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Maximum Spider.
The only I played
They
Rocket
could
League.
have
Obviously,
recorded a few more phrases.
they probably could have. There might be more. Maybe DLC.
Maybe.
Maybe.
$10 DLC
phrases,
for
right?
2 more phrases.
Phrase
They're-
DLC.
they're-
Yeah, right. I'd pay for it.
That's when Disco gives up on video games entirely. The day that the only thing you get
Oh,
on DLC
Pay
is.
Actually, you know what?
$5 to hear Spider-Man say 10 new
No.
phrases.
He's like, I'm done.
Oh my
I
God.
give up on
Give
video
it up.
games.
It's over.
You'll pay less.
That's
than
happening
that.
so soon.
You'll pay less than that for microtransactions. Like they'll release
Oh.
like 500 of them, and then
That
you'll have
season
to-
pass, yeah.
You'll have to buy it with unlocks or microtransactions.
But I also played Unraveled, which is a kind of a cool side-scrolly puzzle
Yeah.
game.
I've been
So,
watching you play that.
yeah.
It was on sale on PlayStation Network like a week ago for like $10, but
Yeah.
I
It's like
wanted to
Limbo,
do
but
that.
happy.
Yeah, right. It's very uplifting.
Oh
Limbo-
God, Limbo is so depressing.
Limbo's
Yeah.
depressing.
Such a good
Very
game, but it was
depressing.
depressing.
Super
It was morbid as fuck.
Spider.
so.
Oh, absolutely.
And then me and Disco played ESO.
Yes.
And
But Unraveled, yes.
So
Nice.
Happy.
getting back into ESO.
joyous
more.
and
All right, Sean, what's up?
pretty.
What are
Hey,
you playing? How you doing?
Rocket League, and that's really it.
Moving on.
That's all I've had
Yeah.
time to play.
Well, tonight
What's your
we
highest
actually-
score you've ever done before? 17-0? That you done? Is it 17-0?
Did you get that tonight? Actually.
Somebody said, remember
Yeah.
you saying something about 17-0. I just
I
want
don't.
to make sure.
It wasn't 17-0 actually.
I'm...
It was 15-0.
No, it was
Oh, okay.
16-0.
Or 16-0,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Ouch.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It was almost
Sean
15-0.
brutally ravaged Josh. We're gonna have a funeral for him tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
No.
I'm gonna haunt you for the rest of your fucking life. It's literally going to be my life's mission that you will never win a Rocket League game ever.
I'm gonna break both
He
your
gains
thumbs.
control of your thumbs.
Yeah.
That's the only power he has.
But who scored 3 goals on Sean in like 15 seconds though?
Yeah, 3. What's higher, guys?
So-
16?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the last thing.
No one cares about one loss, and actually, that's the first time I've ever been shut out in Rocket League. Just so anyone knows.
Comment
So-
on
and-
YouTube. How many times have you been beat?
16-0.
No, whatever. So I've beaten
That's
I've beaten you before.
16 to
Sean.
0 is
I
nothing
can
to be
beat your
ashamed
ass
of.
Again.
17.
Someday.
Someday.
17.
Whatever.
17.
Fuck all of
17's the
you.
real marker.
Well, I played.
Physics are bullshit.
I actually didn't play a lot of Rocket League this week. I played a bit. Me and Sean played some Devils. We played some Chaos earlier in the week.
Oh yeah, we did. That was fun. Oh, we played a game where I only drove backwards and we actually won. So,
I mean, it was all because of me that we won.
hey, I had
Whoa.
I had a save and an assist at least. So yeah,
I mean, I
A
scored,
saying and
I
a
scored
saying.
our only 2 goals.
Well, you know what?
Playing goalie the
I'm
entire
just
game.
saying I contributed.
But,
I'm helping.
Yeah, we
driving
played, we
backwards.
played Chaos Standard, and I played some doubles with Sean, and I always played some solo before I to warm up. But mostly I played Garden Warfare 2. I actually had an interesting experience. The game was coded wrong. There's the garden gnomes that you can find on the maps, the golden gnomes.
Nope.
Fuck you, Sean. Shut up.
I've been coughing for no fucking reason for the last week. I'm dying.
We hope so.
Subtly walking around
We
the
hope
podcast.
so.
Like,
Turn your head and cough
Just a
so it's
black
easier to
lollipop.
snap. That's what I mean.
There we go. But anyways, the golden gnomes that are on the map that
Yeah.
you can find as like a collectible. So they have 2 on every Vanquish multiplayer map, and they have 6 on every Herbal Assault or Gardens and Graveyards.
do you find those in the middle of a match, or do you have to go like to an
You can
offline
go to
thing?
a private match, but you can find them in the middle
Huh?
of a match.
I should go look around then.
But so there's the space map one, and the 2 are actually relatively easy to find. There's one with a switch and one that you just find in a crass spaceship. Well, I was wandering around the map looking for it, and
You have to subscribe to actually get this part of the podcast, whether you like it or not.
there's like this crashed spaceship with a bunch of graves around it.
To hear the next 2 minutes, please donate $5.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
And so you go to the edge of the map, and there's a grave sitting right at the edge of the map, and you can hear the sound whenever you're close to a golden gnome. It's like but
How'd
anyways,
that go again?
it's just like that.
No, how'd it go?
But anyways,
I wasn't paying attention. What
I
did you
could
do?
hear it when I got close to the edge of the map, but I could not see the gnome to save my life. So I jumped off the map, and just to see, because sometimes there's like secret caverns if you jump off the map and shit.
Yeah.
But there wasn't, and the gnome wasn't anywhere. But it gave me the option to collect a gnome that wasn't there. So I recorded it and uploaded it to the upload studio thing and posted the images of it and everything. But
Really
yeah,
strange.
It literally said collect gnome, and there wasn't any gnome there.
Would it be like maybe some kind of lag or something, or you think
No,
the
it
game
was
just
legitimately like a coding error.
weird?
They fucked up
Huh.
coding the game. But anyways,
Goddamn podcast.
I was just collecting gnomes and playing Garden Warfare. But then
Nate Douglas, game tester, coming up soon.
Yeah, if only. But
Somebody's gonna hire you.
I played Elder Scrolls Online for a while with Logan.
Yeah, we did.
Played my
Good time.
shield and sword
Are
character.
you jealous of his panther mount?
It is pretty fucking sweet.
Pretty badass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
But,
It is really cool. And
yeah.
it's the only one that doesn't go poof.
It comes up out of the
Yeah,
ground
it doesn't just get summoned like a
like magic.
smoke
games.
bomb and then, hey, I'm on a mount. His actually physically has
whistle for the
animation.
Yeah. But then you're
Well,
just
and
like,
then they just
I was gonna
magically
jump on it.
appear.
Yeah, they summon like out of a capsule corp.
Witcher
capsule.
3, Witcher 3, actually, he runs up, he appears out of nowhere, but it's far enough away where you're like, oh, here he comes.
must
It's
have
like he
been
found me,
hiding
even
there.
though it was actually 10 feet away, and he just teleported here, but we don't talk about that.
But yeah, I played my sword and shield character while Logan played his two-handed character.
Mhm.
And,
We were
you
just
guys were
fucking
fucking
shit up.
everything.
we were-
It was
we were
awesome.
playing quite a bit.
It was nice having some extra damage dealing instead of just being an archer like I normally am.
Yeah,
Like I have to stay away. I'm gonna get
I
hit.
really enjoy the sword and shield combat aspect of Elder Scrolls Online. Like you legitimately block the attacks and then attack and then go back to blocking and attack and go back to blocking. Like it's like you're actually playing a tank character.
Yeah.
And you have abilities that
Instead of
like,
clicking an ability that makes you guard,
Yeah.
you actually click to
yeah,
guard.
you
It's
click
much
to
more
guard,
in-depth for
and
the
then you
actual
let go and
player.
attack and then you guard and then you
Yeah.
attack. And you can use like a dagger or you can use like an axe. You can use a small sword, but it's really good. And they have abilities that like give you gain aggro and stuff, and you do like sneaky attacks under.
It's Dragon Knight. You're talking about the Dragon Knight
yeah,
class,
the
right?
Dragon
Yeah.
Knight class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The fucking spikes going.
I don't know. No, actually,
You can
I'm
go with that? Oh,
mine
you're
is
a
not
Nightblade.
Dragon Knight.
He's
I'm a
Nightblade.
tank.
I
Oh, he's
my
not- oh,
my
you
dual
do Dragon.
wielder is that Nightblade because I have like I have one where my weapon gets a different look on it, like it gets like all it glows, and then I have the spikes come out.
Yeah, that's
So,
the like the magma boost.
Something like that,
boosts
yeah.
attack power.
yeah.
Because I have my main is a Dragon Knight, but I play it as like a mage type character.
Nice.
But I'm thinking about switching that one to a sword and shield, but that would take a lot of work. I'd have to like respec everything. But nonetheless, that's why I played.
Go
this
buy a
week.
potion. You're fine.
Josh.
Sorry, you're talking about Hearthstone. I wasn't listening.
Stopped playing Hearthstone a long time.
Love Hearthstone.
I just like bringing it up.
Hearthstone's
to you.
awesome. The new Tavern Brawl is really fun.
But besides Hearthstone is terrible. Hi, I'm Josh.
Dokkan Battle.
I have a problem.
Oh, I did play Dokkan
Hi,
Battle.
Josh.
You did play Dokkan Battle.
Of course.
Playing it.
You know, not that you would think it, but I have been playing Rocket League all week.
I believe you have.
You don't say.
Not that you would think it, but
I wouldn't.
no. But I am happy to say that I win generally 80% of my matches on ranked 1v1. So I'm pretty. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Whatever you gotta
So-
tell yourself, Josh.
No,
to feel
that's what it is.
Look at my stats, bitch.
A rage quit and everything. So
Nice.
my wins are pretty up there. Actually, I would actually. Did you know that on the dashboard you can check and see how many wins each of your friends has in Rocket League? I'm actually curious to know.
I believe Sean is the highest.
Well, Sean is definitely the highest, but who ranks under him? Last I checked, it was you, Logan.
Yeah, I do mostly
it
standard.
was either
but
me or him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Probably
might have passed me
looking
then
at
because you
this,
played a lot more than me in the last 2 weeks or so. So
Yeah. So I've been playing a shit ton
dying.
of Rocket League. Also, Amazing Spider-Man 2
Yeah.
on occasion, and that's fun.
It's such a fun game.
I may have been able to pop in PvZ Garden Warfare 2 for like a couple of matches, but that's pretty much
Really?
it.
And
Yeah.
Jared started playing that again more.
Two
Like,
words.
he's actually trying to.
Huh?
2 words, sir.
What?
A couple podcasts ago, you were all about it. Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I
What
know.
are you doing?
Do you still not have it?
I'm broke. I
What
will
are you
get it.
doing?
That's fair, but it's,
You know,
I get
no,
it.
You
You
know, it's
gotta-
okay. You know what? I don't.
You
need
better
to eat
hurry
this
up.
week.
You're gonna get spoiled.
I get it.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
I don't need to eat. Peanut butter is fine.
Right.
This is fine.
this is fine.
Yeah. But so besides that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I did pop in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and just beat the ever living shit out of the computer for fun.
Play with a
Nice.
stick.
Just made it a punching bag and it was
Right.
glorious.
That's always
So,
good to do once in a while.
Yeah.
I guess I played Overwatch actually too. I forgot
Oh,
about
did you?
Overwatch, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Fix it. Good game, but fix your fucking balancing issues. Oh my god.
It just
It's-
came out.
They just released
And
it.
fix them. I don't
Okay,
know.
I know.
Pat,
I know. I
Don't
get.
even make an excuse for Blizzard.
I know
on
it's
this one.
Blizzard. I know.
They
I know.
released the beta version of the game.
I know,
There's
I
a reason there's problems because they didn't bother to fix them. I warned you
Yeah.
all.
We're a
I warned
multi.
you. I know you didn't pay for the game, but
Yeah, that's
other
right.
people did pay for
I
the
did not
game.
have to pay for
And
it.
I
I'm
warned
special.
you that they were releasing the beta version and it was broken and none of you cared.
I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying not playing it.
I play it every now and again.
There's enjoyable moments that happen, like when you headshot a Tracer coming out of her
Sean
fucking
plays
teleport.
Bastion. What does he know?
And
Everybody plays Bastion.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody
Because
and
No,
their
Bastion is
mom.
overpowered.
I
plays
haven't played Bastion except in the beta. I haven't played it yet. I don't actually care about Bastion.
He
Bastion's
is-
okay, like
Yeah,
in
I-
terms of fun, but if you're just sitting there in the turret, you're like, yeah, kill, hey, kill.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because that's
Fuck
what
you.
that's what matters about the game is killing.
But anyways, I am ridiculously excited. One of the things at E3 that might be announced is a remastered version of Skyrim.
Rumored.
Might be announced. Might be. Maybe.
It is entirely
I would
possible.
lose my fucking shit. I would take days off work. I would be like, Pat, don't talk to me.
Yeah, I know.
Like, leave me alone. I have to play Skyrim.
Lock
Surviving
yourself in
on-
your room 4
Yeah,
days on
whatever.
end.
No, he's sitting out here. I don't get to talk to him.
I'd lock him in his room, but like, you can't come out that. You're done. So I want more Skyrim.
Easily
Logan.
one of the most successful
It has to be.
successful Elder Scrolls game
If
ever.
your erection
So-
lasts longer than 4 hours, consult the physician.
Please call a doctor.
Okay, you guys
Yeah.
all know my pure hatred for squirrels.
Yes. Yes.
This sounds good
It's
immediately.
true.
This sounds awesome.
Scrolled across a story that says squirrel causes canal breach, floods Kennewick homes. Did I not tell you that
Those-
they're pure fucking evil?
Squirrels are inherently evil.
They
How
are
did that
pure
happen?
Evil.
He's never liked squirrels, so.
How did that happen?
I don't even want to read the story because I don't want to find out new things about them fucking evil little
They're
bastards.
getting smarter.
Before long, they'll
Maybe.
rule the world.
He'll rule the
Oh,
world.
that's amazing.
So do you think they would add anything to a Skyrim?
No.
Is it just updated?
I think it's too late to add content. They probably wouldn't take the time to actually develop new stuff. I
They're
think
probably
they-
just gonna add all the DLC.
It'd be like an
everything.
ultimate edition kind of
Yeah.
thing, which
Kind
I'd
of
be
like the way the
sad.
Kingdom Hearts thing is, like when they did the Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
remakes and
just
stuff.
yeah, just
Because that came
new-
out with the edition that we did not get in America. But they're like, hey, look, kind of newer graphics.
Yeah. No,
Sort
I think
of.
Skyrim would be just new graphics, all DLC included.
They're gonna have the
Oh
Brotherhood
my
of Sugar.
fucking god. Brotherhood of what?
Sugar.
Sugar? Did I miss something?
No.
Just give it a shot.
Shadow. Brotherhood of Shadow or whatever.
No,
they're
the
called.
Dark Brotherhood.
Dark Brotherhood.
Get
Wow.
out of here!
Yeah,
Wow,
just
get
fucking-
out
Oh,
of here!
jeez.
Also, speaking of that, I
You
swear,
shut your goddamn mouth.
Skyrim doesn't suck.
It's fucking
at
amazing.
all.
It sucks running between villages before you set up fast travel.
that's why you
Agreed.
go on
Let's
the
explore. That's how
caravan.
you
I'll
explore.
agree.
And you can
I'll
also do the
agree.
caravan.
Exploration. Listen, if you want to be a bitch about it, get on the
He's
caravan and
complaining
There's an
about
exploration
exploring in
aspect
an
to a lot of
RPG.
games,
Yeah, right,
but
yeah.
occasionally
Go play Call-
you
Fucking
can
does that.
overdo
Call of
the
Duty with War.
exploration
Out of your
aspect.
mind?
You cannot argue that it takes fucking 30 minutes. To
You
run
can
between
overdo an
villages.
But that's the
exploration
point, though.
aspect so easily.
Yeah, there's no village that is
No, it doesn't.
not within another one closer.
Or a landmark.
I agree
yeah,
with that.
or
though.
Something. There is something.
I totally
there.
agree.
there's a watchtower.
There's always something.
There's
to
some
do.
random
Always
messenger
something
that
there.
comes up and talks to me.
I remember I ran between
Look, a
villages.
flower. Pick it
And
and
the
get
ol-
it for resources.
The only thing I found was
God.
a dragon who killed me. So
No, that's
killed
your
by a
fault
dragon?
because you
Yeah.
were in an area you weren't supposed to be at.
And you were a bitch.
There's like kind of a radius where you can level up in, and then you can go out a little further.
No.
So,
Well,
didn't
I
tell me
did that.
well, because you're
I
bad.
decided
Go
that
up
I
north
could run
of-
wherever I wanted.
Don't go up north of Whiteshire and
Whiteshire,
Or-
Whiterun.
Whiterun.
Okay,
My bad.
I was like,
Oh.
is there a town I didn't know about?
I combined
I can say run
World of
fast.
Warcraft.
You missed
Yeah.
it.
Don't go north of that when you see a dragon shrine because there's a dragon priest up there and he whoops your fucking ass if you're
Fuck,
not
dude.
like 20 or
You gotta be
above.
maybe higher than that too.
He
That,
shoots
that guy's.
fire and it hurts.
You're fighting a dragon and a dragon.
I was like,
priest
ooh,
at
look,
the
a
same
dragon
time.
shrine. And I fought a dragon. And I was like, yay, fuck. There's
Yeah.
a dragon priest.
Oh god.
Fuck.
I know. I can imagine exactly what you're
You
talking
know
about.
exactly
I know, yep, I know
what I'm
exactly
talking about,
where it
right?
is.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And imagine that in HD, which was the whole point of this conversation.
Right.
Remastered Skyrim would be awesome. Guess what we're excited for, too? Skyrim 2.
That would be nice to get.
Also, it's called
Skyrim
Elder Scrolls. It's not going to be
No,
Skyrim
almost
2.
Skyrim 2. I'm just sad that your save files don't go up to remastered versions. They're only in the backwards compatible one, so I have to start over.
You're going to be sad, but you're also going to be like,
Super excited.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to
Alright,
put 600 hours into
Yep,
this
600
one.
more. Oh, I'm not. I would take probably 2 days off work
Yeah.
and just fucking play it all. Just do it.
that's understandable. The first time I bought that, my birthday was November 1st. I had 10 days to wait for November 11th, 2011.
Right.
And I was like,
I hate my life.
no. I bought it and I did not go to bed until about 6:30 in the
Right.
morning that night because I was like, what? The first time I figured out the little, like I didn't realize I had to look at the dragon claw to figure out the
Oh,
opening
you
door
have to see
puzzle.
the-
Like
see
I'm
the
like, how do I
pattern.
open this fucking door?
Yeah.
I'm like looking around.
Did you see that? You're like
Doing this shit, and then you look at it and you go, I'm the smartest person ever. Not really, because I'm
took
an
you an
idiot.
hour to figure
Didn't
that
figure it
out.
out.
But we're
It's that way
talking-
with every puzzle game. Have you ever gotten stuck in a puzzle and you're like, oh my god,
Somebody
why?
Yeah.
Vector
And then
Man.
you finally figure it and
Oh,
you're like,
nice.
I am the
Nice.
stupidest fucking human being on the planet.
Well, unless you're playing the Water Temple in Ocarina
Nobody
of
likes
Time,
that.
and then you just
Again,
want
why
to bash your head against
Link to the
wall
Past is far
repeatedly.
superior because they never shit
This
ass
guy got,
water
like, the
temple.
greatest-
Thank you.
The water, no, fuck you, because the Water Temple is awesome. It is just difficult, and it takes
It's
you.
abnormally
you-
difficult.
It's
Well,
unnecessarily
you know
difficult.
It is.
It's okay
Look,
if the
there's
game
razor
is,
blades and I
it's
can't
okay
see
if
where
the
they're
game-
coming from.
It's okay if the game is too smart for you.
It's not too smart for me.
It's okay.
This guy got
it was
the
one of
If
the
you have to
first
play more
hardcore 3D
inferior
games
Zelda
ever.
titles like A Link to the Past, then that's
Yeah,
your
I'll
business.
say that.
That's for you, Drew.
Tell him to shut his dirty whore mouth.
What do you got, Disco?
I said this guy got the best video games monthly box ever. Got Vector Man, Miss Pac-Man, The Terminator, Street Fighter 2, and I don't know, Warlock or something. I don't know that game. But Vector Man, Street Fighter 2, and Miss Pac-Man.
You said Vector Man,
That's
Logan
like-
was like,
Yeah,
oh.
dude. Yeah. That's such a good game.
All Sega Genesis games.
My favorite. old school
Terminator
game.
on what?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, yeah.
But we're talking about Bethesda games, and Pat, you like Bethesda games.
I do like Bethesda.
What
games.
happened to you?
Fallout.
in Fallout.
I love Fallout. I love this game.
So-
I've been playing so long. I'm level 53 in that game.
Goddamn.
Level
I'm not. I don't think I'm even level 30 yet.
I have been playing hardcore in that game. I'm stuck at a point right now where I'm doing spoilers. 3, 2.
Yes.
How much spoilers?
I don't care. Not really big spoilers.
All right.
For what? What are we
For
spoiling?
Fallout.
Side
Okay.
quest bullshit. Not even side quest bullshit.
I'm not gonna get around to that game for years.
So I've leveled up Nick Valentine's like happiness to the point where he gave me like his side mission, and he goes, "You got to find all these holotapes, 9 of them, around all these different police stations." I'm like, okay, that's easy. Run around. You get to Quincy police stations in the south, and they always said you go south. It gets harder as you go south in the game.
Side note, which is really weird, that Terminator game was developed by Bethesda.
Huh.
Really?
Good timing.
Keeping it
Yeah.
relevant, Sean. I like it.
That's awesome.
Weird.
For the SNES one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
Huh.
Been around for
Taking it back.
Yeah.
So
That
initially,
game rules, by the way.
I would go there and just fast travel, and then an Assaultron would rape the fucking shit out of me because when it hits me once, 3/4 of my health go down, and then I run for my life, but I'm already like stumbling because you get that limb damage, and then yeah, I'm dead.
He shot my leg.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
No,
all
she
gray.
saw bladed my leg. Is pretty much while charging her giant Omega Beam red laser. That's also gonna hit me if I don't get away fast enough. Also, so I decided to go in from a different town view, and it's a big gunners like freaking campsite, and I've killed almost everyone. I was doing so good, and now I've gotten to the point now where I accidentally fell off the roof, and I quick saved real quick, and the automatron is far enough away where I can like sprint as far as I can to the right, try to get some cover and get some action points going. But it also, this automatron tends to have, or Assaultron has a stealth capability, so I can't VATS it unless I am able to shoot it. Like there was one point where I almost killed it. I've tried 5 times to actually get through this on the difficulty I'm on right now. And it's really hard. I keep dying. I could go all the way back, but I won't have to deal with all those gunners again and everything. And pride as a gamer, I do not want to have to lower the difficulty setting just at the last second just to be able to kill this dumbass fucking robot. So mad. So mad. I've been trying for
it's
days
rough when that happens,
to beat
though.
this.
Yeah.
I'm at this quick save, perfect moment where I have the chance to get far enough away and possibly beat it. But it does so much. It's not even a legendary. That's the weird thing. It's not a legendary or an elite or anything. It just is an Assaultron
Here to fuck shit up.
that does. Well, it says devastating Assaultron,
Yeah.
if that makes sense to anything. And it is beating the living shit out of me.
Right.
I love Bethesda, but right now I hate Fallout with living passion.
Why do you gotta be like that, Bethesda?
So bad.
So.
Anyway, that's my rant.
But yeah,
That you left
Bethesda.
for Dick Butt.
Bethesda's also going to talk about Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein 2, and a Prey re-reveal? Re-reveal?
What?
What do you put here, Sean? Re-reveal?
Probably revival.
Revival. Alright, well, you didn't spell revival.
He said re-reveal.
Yeah, that's what I was like, what?
Are we?
Thanks a lot, Sean.
Thanks, VG247.
Thanks a lot. But no, Bethesda's going to have a good press conference, I think, so.
It's on Sunday, which we gotta watch.
Yeah, we're going to be
We're gonna be late on
prepping
it, but
and
we
stuff,
can.
and yeah, we'll be talking about it.
Well, speaking. Oh, well, wait till that for later.
We will discuss.
We have a
it.
surprise for you guys.
Well, no, Nate's already announced it on our Instagram.
He did.
So.
Yeah, we've talked about what we're gonna do. Stuff
Yeah, we've
with
already
it,
talked about what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. We'll gladly tell you now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be in the theater room
On the day this podcast comes out.
on the day the podcast is released. We will be live streaming and recording E3. So
on Monday.
on
June
Monday.
13th.
So yeah, we will all be in the theater room, probably more drunk than usual, and we will be yelling at the screen in glorious excitement. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
We'll
Yeah.
be seeing
Oh,
the
yeah.
Microsoft conference, the Ubisoft conference, the PC gaming conference, which all of us are kind of
Be
interested
interesting,
in,
yeah, because I don't think they've done that at E3.
and
yet.
then the Sony conference.
Ooh.
Two
I'm gonna
guys
go
are
ahead.
excited.
Fuck you.
I am not a Sony guy, and I'm going to go ahead and predict Sony has the best conference this year.
They have the
Yeah.
best conference every year.
They've done it
had
for
the
the
best
really
conference every
do.
year, hands down. It's like been no contest. Xbox has really ramped things up in the last couple
I
of
love it,
years,
look.
so we'll see
That
how they
smirk on your
do.
face.
You
But-
just
Shut your mouth, Joffrey.
It just depends on what.
Don't get me wrong, a lot of it is presentation.
Peripherals and
Oh, yeah.
your,
It's not always
and
content.
Usher.
What's
I'm
that,
okay. I'm okay without Usher.
What's that
Thank
like
you.
$15 fucking subscription you had for old games that you played for years? but you still have to
Minecraft
pay
virtual
for them again?
reality.
How about
Let's
that?
not talk
Great,
about
right?
that.
Yeah, right. That's fantastic.
It's not always
Yeah,
content though
yeah.
that leads to the best like presentation. It's a lot about presentation, how you present what you're releasing.
I suppose that's true, but it kind of depends on, there generally is a very majority side of gaming. It's either
Oh, absolutely.
you want this,
You
either
fucking
you
stop
like
it over
this
there.
or you like this instead, because we always
Making noise on the podcast, goddammit.
and
Sorry.
compare things to one another. So, I mean,
Start
there's
off
gonna
big.
be- There's going to be a lot of people that will do that.
Start off big every single time. I don't know why they're doing it. Like every once in a while, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do this adorable intro or like this jokey intro." I'm like, "No." Sony started with Last Guardian, last E3,
Yeah, I remember
and that has been hyped like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I
They're
was
like, "Boom! Guess what? First game coming out,
completely
Last Guardian."
erect.
What did Microsoft start with? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Sunset Overdrive.
But like at
XL,
least
I
I'm
don't
gonna
care.
be like in the probably minority on this one. One thing I cannot stand about E3, who does the voice of Lana?
Aisha
God.
Tyler.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
literally just thinking about it. We're talking
You're
about it.
welcome.
I
You're
fucking
fucking welcome.
hate her.
Why do you hate her so much?
She's just annoying.
Well,
she
get used to
annoying?
it because we're gonna
Yeah.
hear it the entire fucking
I
day.
fucking hate you.
And I hate Aisha Tyler.
Oh, she's so good to look
She
at. though.
tries.
Everyone here hates you.
She tries way too hard.
Your mother tries too hard.
Well, who was it that had Jamie Foxx? Not Jamie Foxx.
Spider-Man?
No.
Spider-Man 2.
God, there was another. I thought it was Jamie Foxx, and then I
Electro?
lost the name. Somebody had a host like 4 or 5 years ago, and the host was drunk on stage. Nobody remembers that E3?
Sean's on it.
We'll come back to this.
Doesn't
We'll come back to
matter.
this. So.
But anyway, yeah, we're gonna be live streaming E3. We're gonna be playing games in between. We're gonna be saying horrible. It's not PG-13. Just be ready for that.
It is PG all.
By all you mean
It was
All
2000.
all ages.
all ages.
Parental guidance.
Suggested.
Recommended.
I couldn't think of the word.
It was 2007 E3, and it was Jamie Kennedy.
That's who. Okay, I knew I had the name.
Was
kind
super
of
drunk
right.
on stage.
Yeah, he was like drunk on stage and
Nice.
couldn't talk. And there was one. I think Joel
Can't say I
McHale was a
don't feel
host,
him.
and he was like really pissed about something. He like didn't give a fuck the whole time he's on stage.
What about Mr. Caffeine? You guys remember that guy, Mr. Caffeine? He was like at the he did a Ubisoft's conference like not last year but the year before. Like he was just like this super spastastic guy on stage, and like he would just like run around.
Never
and,
heard
like it
of
just
that.
seemed like he was like on too much coffee,
Weird.
and he was really super annoying. And so like they just never brought him back after that because he was like so awkward. Like
Probably
he was
a
just
good
the guy
idea.
that would just not stop talking because of like I don't know. It was weird. It was
Weird.
weird. It was
I hope
uncomfortable.
that doesn't happen again.
It was cringeworthy for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So
Speaking of E3, what's your most anticipated game, Logan?
Skyrim 2.
Right. Yeah.
Or
I don't know if
Skyrim
Bethesda will
Remastered.
talk about a sequel to the Elder Scrolls series or not yet.
I doubt it.
The
At
developer
5
gives
years.
us like every 8 years though they put out a new one for whatever. So
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online is still very successful, and they
that's
brought
not
Fallout.
technically Bethesda.
Fallout 4. Well,
It's not.
It's
It's
not, but
ZeniMax.
it's another property though.
Yeah, there's some weird legal stuff with the Elder Scrolls universe.
Yeah, isn't that
'Cause
ZeniMax?
ZeniMax made it. Bethesda has. They might have published it. I think they did publish it, but they have no hand in the creating part of it. They didn't make it. I guess my most anticipated would be probably Deus Ex and Watch Dogs 2. I guess.
How dare you?
I'm
How
not
dare you.
interested in any of the
Dare
games.
you.
You say Watch
Yeah.
Dogs? I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
anything right now.
What's wrong with Watch Dogs?
Nothing. I just haven't played it. So
Oh, God.
And I heard bad things about it.
Everyone heard bad things about
Well,
it.
I mean, it also, if you look at Metacritic, I assume it's going to have like a 7 or so
I
at
don't
least.
trust Metacritic.
Well, I'm just saying that
I trust my own self when I play
Well,
video
try it then.
games.
Try it before you.
yeah, rating systems are hard.
We've
to...
talked about that.
IGN's the
yeah.
best, though.
Yeah, right? Of course.
IGN's the best.
The
sorry.
gameplay was in
No, you were saying.
Watch Dogs is cool, but it looks like they have a group that was kind of like in the background of Watch Dogs 1 is like now in the forefront of whoever you play is
I
like
saw the trailer. It looked
yeah.
pretty cool.
So I think they're gonna take it a more like a less dark direction and be a little bit more kind of upbeat, but still like
Like
a,
Sunset
some
Overdrive
gritty-
kind of feel?
something probably a
Yeah.
little like that, but more realistic, obviously.
Yeah.
But something along those lines, I think so.
Yep,
I
that
love
might be
Sunset
cool.
Overdrive.
Sunset
But yeah,
Overdrive is
what game are
infamous
you
on
hyped for?
crack.
Oh.
Hardcore.
Well, just that, and I
Yeah.
want to see gameplay of
Fucking
Battlefield
awesome.
1.
You want to see
Mass
gameplay?
Effect.
I
Gameplay?
do.
Yeah,
I
one-
do
You think
really
they're
love
gonna have
Battlefield.
gameplay?
It comes out in October, so they need to start.
They
putting
announced
it,
it
so-
for October
Yeah,
release.
gameplay
Oh,
better
they
be out
should
soon.
have gameplay
October.
Mass
then.
Effect Andromeda.
They're revealing.
Yeah.
Josh, god damn it! I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, You picked goddamn Watch Dogs 2 before Mass Effect
They're
Andromeda.
actually
That doesn't make
releasing-
sense.
Gameplay
Watch
for Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 1 on Sunday.
Oh, Mass
Sweet.
Effect
Okay. Cool.
Andromeda.
Yeah. That's-
Guess what, guys? Love you. Mass Effect
If you want to
Andromeda
skip
comes
to
out.
the next portion of the
Fuck.
podcast,
I'm gone.
So-
I'm
Pay us
done.
$5.
Battlefield 1
I'm ready
is
for
gonna
some
be fucking
storyline
awesome.
bullshit. I'm so ready.
So excited.
Shepard,
Nah.
Shepard. Even though he's not gonna be
No,
there. Shepard.
the Battlefield games, they've all been cool. Nate can Disco can shut the fuck up. All the bad Battlefield games are
Nothing
great.
I
good
can
Shut
against
up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Battlefield
Except 4. 4 was
That's
garbage.
in
I hate
Battlefield
4.
2.
I could give two shits,
So.
really.
Well, go ahead. Go play your fucking fighting games. No one cares about those either.
Woo!
I
knew,
knew,
buddy. I love it.
Yeah.
No, Mass Effect Andromeda also, though,
You got
obviously,
now,
is going to be
oh,
fucking
dude,
amazing.
Andromeda.
That reminds me, we need to find out the official release date for Mass Effect Andromeda.
And make these motherfuckers.
You
beat
two
the
have
game.
until then,
to
beat
fucking
3.
Mass Effect 3.
and then we're going to do a
please.
Mass Effect podcast.
Oh god, you haven't played
Whenever
Mass
I
Effect
want.
3.
Well, that's fine. You're not invited to the podcast
When?
unless you want spoilers.
When?
It's gonna be August something, isn't it?
Whenever
Is it August or
Andromeda-
September? I think.
I have no idea. We need to look that up. So, you have until Mass Effect Andromeda comes out to
That
beat
game.
3.
Come on, storyline.
When does Andromeda?
Garrus
I don't
is
know
the
where it
BFF.
Garrus is always BFF.
Garrus is the
I would
shit.
I would never betray Bay ever.
He's your space BFF.
I would.
Garrus is Bay.
That's BFF.
How,
No
how
morals.
Could you?
No morals.
No
Renegade
morals.
For life.
So, what's your
All
most
Paragon
anticipated
all
stuff?
day.
What are you looking forward to?
Sean, what you got? Cough.
No, I'm a dick.
Cough. Cough. Cough.
Again, probably Battlefield 1.
Yay, trench warfare.
211.
I think it's gonna be good.
Fuck up.
He's just yawning. He's like, Battlefield. What?
Well, there's some news on
Hey,
Battlefield.
maybe
1.
Battlefield 1 will be better than Battlefield 2 because it's Battlefield 1.
Good logic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Shut up, I'm talking.
I'm scared. You talk like 4 times a podcast.
That's why you gotta pay attention.
I'm giving the people what they want, not me. I broke Pat. Like I said, Battlefield 1. Ghost Recon Wildlands to a lesser extent because it's fucking Ubisoft.
Ubisoft sucks.
Kind of.
Kind
They
of.
have.
They've really fucked
Ubisoft.
up lately.
Talking about Ubisoft.
The Division was such a good game. And
Disco's
then
got a good
They
game
kept
on it.
releasing stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just gonna keep making it bad." Like, here's an update. Game's broken. Here's a new update. Game's so broken we have to actually take the update away.
Oh man.
Yeah, we.
Hey, do you guys remember when I called that this game would flop like forever
The
ago?
sales didn't.
It didn't.
No.
And it didn't break on launch. Actually, it's the exact opposite. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's like the
expected it
post
to
and-
release shit on launch and then get better over time, but it actually got worse. A lot worse.
Yeah, like I said, the last update they had to take from us because it ruined the game.
That's ridiculous. So did they give you like the older version to install as an update?
No,
Or
they
what
didn't.
did
You
they
didn't
do?
just delete the game. I'm sure they just.
Well, but each game runs off of a specific version. So like, how did they erase that version from your server and give you the right version?
No,
Like,
you
deleted it.
hard
I don't
drive.
know.
Yeah, I'm guessing they probably had to. You probably had to download an update.
Just an update, yeah.
Because I don't know how that works.
An update that actually was getting rid of an update.
So it's just another.
It's an
update.
oxymoron.
So it's like
Probably,
update
probably.
2.1.
They created a
and then
video game
update
black hole.
2.1.1.
So they
Yeah.
fucked up the first update, so they had to give you
A
another
perfect
one.
singularity.
Pretty much.
And people
Wow.
wonder why I don't talk.
Terrible.
Because people start talking over you.
Because nobody cares.
What else you been playing?
What I'm excited for.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Finally, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm
Yes!
excited to see more from that game.
If I had a PS4,
Did you see that second trailer?
I think so.
I still think
You
we're
can
gonna
ride
get
on those
sports game
motherfuckers apparently.
No.
Like the robot. Yeah, did you not see her riding
You
on
can
one going
ride
up to
them?
it? You know what I'm talking about? That
No, I know the
yeah,
game.
the robot.
Is
Yeah,
this going to become Turok?
it's gonna be. It's
Two rock times 1,000.
Yeah.
Future Turok?
It is, dude. You can jump on one of those motherfucking robots, and they were. You saw the same Tyrannosaurus thing that she fought in the original trailer, but she was riding one of them, going towards one of those Tyrannosaurus. It was just a quick clip, but it was like, oh my god,
Yeah, if I had a PlayStation 4, I'd be pretty pumped for that game.
that game looks beautiful.
I wonder, since it got delayed, I wonder if we'll see anything from Jesus, what's
The Killzone guys.
no,
Scalebound.
no,
I do hope they show
PS4
some Scalebound.
exclusive.
No Man's Sky.
There
The
we go.
Last Guardian.
No
I
Man's
mean,
Sky.
well, it
No
did get
Man's
delayed,
Sky
yeah.
does look awesome.
I wonder if I don't think they'll probably do anything on
People
that.
believe in it. I'm one of the true believers. Everyone,
I really
is a
believe.
disbelieve.
I am not a believer. I am.
I
You're
believe
gonna get bored with it, which is
I am-
understandable.
I'm optimistic.
No, he goes. It's gonna be boring because the game is just exploration. So you're gonna.
Life
be doing
is
the same...
boring. Life is boring, and that's
You
why
need
we
games
play
to make you
games.
Imagine the first time that you.
Good point, actually. I like that.
Pat, I did not say that the game would not be fun right away.
No,
I said that
you
the
said-
game will stop being fun after like 30 hours.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Because all you can do is explore, and there's no other thing to the game.
I love exploring.
Yeah, it's
I
fun when
do
you can
like
explore
exploring.
and then do things while you explore. It's another thing to just explore.
If I could
But
just
you do
add
things while you
missiles to my
explore.
ship just so I could blow
You
stuff
can.
up
You
as
can
I
get into like
explored.
space
Real
battles.
big fan of
You can
explosions.
You can name planets. You can discover different life forms.
Name animals, and then the game ends.
No, it doesn't.
And then you
could
did
possibly.
everything.
Imagine you're gonna run into one other new player, and it's gonna take you like fucking 2 weeks, and
And
you'll.
he kills you and takes all your stuff.
Welcome to every fucking game ever
You-
created.
you-
God damn it, Sean wasn't this
I
planet because
know,
everything is
Sean.
named Dix.
I'm gonna find you, Sean.
Dickosaurus Rex.
We are going to create a semi-alliance.
That's the Dickin.
I will provide
A lot like a
military.
chicken,
Hey,
except
you listen to
it's
me,
named
sir.
the Dickin.
Get off your phone. If I find you on No Man's Sky, I will provide you military support, but you have to pay.
You
a
can't
fuck
find other
ton of money.
players.
You can.
Not in
Good
real
luck
time.
finding
Yes,
him.
not in
with
real
15
time.
quintillion planets.
You can,
Good luck.
but the odds are so.
I heard they didn't
drastically
build it
small.
No,
in.
you can.
All right, well,
You
find me an article
absolutely
because
can.
I don't believe you at all.
You absolutely can.
So, well, find me an article then, because I looked into this extensively at the time. This could have been too long ago that it wasn't there.
Because they keep saying it's going to take a while to find other people
Yeah.
while you're playing.
Not
the
that
game.
Are any of you guys Firefly fans?
Yes.
I've never
Yes!
watched an episode.
There's
I've
a
never seen one episode.
Firefly cargo crate.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I bet that's.
Did that
awesome.
Halo loot crate drop yet? No. Okay, I gotta pay.
I said I would message.
I know you did. I just making sure. Just want to know. So yeah, Disco. Anything specific for you that you care about? So, being the most pessimistic one of us.
About No Man's Sky.
Okay, Sean.
You can find other people, but the likelihood is very,
Okay.
very low.
The last time I looked,
Exactly what I said.
though, they had said no in every news article that I could find.
Well,
they all said no.
What's going to happen
Well, 'cause
is
it's
you're going to
technically not
discover
multiplayer.
you're going to discover planets that they've discovered, but they are so fucking far away from what they discovered now.
you
What
just-
I want is a party
18
system.
quintillion planets.
No, well, I want like a party system where you can meet up, say, meet me at this planet, and then you can like fast travel.
But you
around.
have
would be
to go
cool.
so far in that game.
But
That's the thing.
If you were
Everybody
invited to a
starts
party
in
that
different
fast,
areas.
I
fast
understand
travel
that,
makes sense.
But I would like to be able to be like, meet me here, and then you can like fast travel there or load in there when you
You
start. the
can
game.
technically
if
if your
you-
warp drive is like if you've played enough and you have the fuel and the resources to go that far, you can. When
But
you
you
first
have to
start
commit
off,
so much time to that to get to that point, though.
yeah.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I
what playing
I
games
would
about.
rather you just do party.
I mean,
system,
I
be
get
like,
that
let's
as
go
well,
explore
but-
together. That's I don't.
You
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
can.
A lot of online gaming is about like the group that you're playing with.
Yeah, so it's like
but-
taking that away. It
Yeah.
sounds like, so.
But it's not though, because if you both discover the same planet, you can meet on the same planet.
Can you fast travel to it?
But it's
Yes.
with 18
Where did you
quintillion
see that
planets, it's
article? I
really
mean,
hard to
it
It
discover
showed
the
it in the
same
IGN like
planet.
gameplay thing. Like
That's
him
IGN.
trans.
You can shard it.
He was actually playing the game.
You can shard
Fair.
it. I'm sure that they'll probably like release some sort of system.
You just have to
shard,
have the
maybe.
resources, the fuel, the
Fair enough.
upgrades on your ship, and everything. When you first start off, like he was saying, everybody starts off in a different point in the galaxy.
And you're fucking useless.
And again, what I say, they're not lying. 18
Just like real life.
quintillion. Can anybody? How many zeros are in quintillion? Without looking it up.
18, yeah, quintillion, yeah.
18. No, not quintillion. Quintillion.
Oh, I thought it was
Million
quintillion.
is 6.
Yeah, I don't even
billion
know
is
when quintillion
9,
comes in.
Trillion is
If you can actually party up
12.
and fly together, like side by side,
It is 18
and meet up with other people, maybe.
You can party up
Uh-huh.
and chat with each other,
Uh-huh.
but you have to find each other in that. Yeah, if you are so far away in that game that your warp drive just can't get you that far, it's gonna take a while to get to each other.
I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Ah,
But if you're both in the same
quintillion.
ish
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
area, then you can work
Oh
together.
no, it's quintillion.
If you're wrong, I'm gonna shatter your
Is
PS4.
it
Don't
quintillion?
shatter
I'm going to
Yeah,
just
it is
shatter it in
quintillion.
front of you.
That
I'm telling
seems
you.
fair.
Bring, yo,
It
thank you.
seems
He
fair.
can't play it.
That sounds
He has
about
an
right.
Xbox.
I'm still kicking around the idea of getting a PS4.
I know.
So
It's
just-
18 zeros.
Look at this,
I
look
would
at this.
really
How about
recommend
this?
it.
How about
Okay.
this?
And
You know what I'll
I
do?
was never a
It's how much
PlayStation
trust.
advocate up until I bought the PS4. I was Xbox up until, I mean, shit, when I was from like 11 to 18, I was always Xbox. And I finally got the PS4, and I do enjoy it. But it's not like there's no console that I prefer just hand over fist over the other.
Yeah.
They both they're great in their own ways.
That's
Everybody's
good.
got great
Yeah.
exclusives
They're each
all the way
good
through.
stuff,
We're all.
so.
Absolutely.
Except Drew, he's like, PC for life.
PC Master
We all
Race.
interrupt each
True,
other
PC.
so
The
much.
PC Master Race.
No, but here's my thing. How about this?
This is like
I'll
a
be cocky enough.
conversation
When I get that
amongst
game,
you.
I will let you play first before I do.
Yeah?
Just to see.
Just to try it.
Because I'm going to be super jealous that you're playing. I'll be like, don't fuck up my profile right now, you
Oh, I'm
dick.
going to.
Yeah, I-
Corrupt every
Okay, I'm not
file.
going to trust you. I'm going to fly right to the planet.
You're done.
and kill myself.
Did anything specific, Disco? We kind of really derailed.
Andromeda.
Yeah. You
I
gotta
would be
finish.
excited for
200
Horizon
years,
Zero
right?
Dawn if I had a whatever you want to
Isn't it
call it.
storyline wise 200 years after Mass Effect 3? It's supposed to be?
Something like that.
About 200
It's in
years.
the future.
So there's multiple characters in the game that you motherfuckers have played with and maybe not played with yet that could still be alive
Not
in Andromeda.
Shepard.
But yeah, Grunt could be
Yeah,
alive.
well, Rex isn't going to be in Josh's.
Did you really kill Rex? You're an idiot.
He stepped up to me, bitch. Like
He stepped
That's
up.
respect,
He's
man.
also,
That's
he's
respect.
the leader of the fucking Krogans.
I don't care. He fucking like threatened to kill me. So
Yep, that's a bad news.
Or no,
Blast
actually,
him.
He's
no,
a mercenary.
Yeah. So
Of course
fuck
he's
him.
gonna try to kill you.
Guys.
You made a mistake.
Yeah,
made a
dude,
giant
you
mistake.
did.
Not really.
Rex is
No,
a
it-
fucking beast.
Rex is, Rex is awesome.
No, all I need is Garrus.
You fucked up, man.
All I need is
You
Garrus.
say that. Actually, Garrus is
Your
good.
team
If
should
Garrus
be,
dies, I will literally quit Mass
your
Effect.
team should be Rex, Garrus, and Legion. I mean,
That's very fair. Legion's insanely good at that game.
Well, I'm a Paragon, so or not a Paragon,
Yes,
Renegade.
no, Legion is. Shut up.
yeah, but saying the name doesn't mean he knows what it is.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea what it is.
Do you have anything specific you're looking forward to, Josh? Anything you're most excited for?
Well, pretty much. I mean, I am looking forward to Microsoft's press conference. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Pokemon.
I own.
that too, Nate.
Fuck you, Disco.
Sun and Moon.
Yes.
But anyway, fucking you know, I own an Xbox, so I'm excited to see what's coming for it. I would like to see a lot more exclusives that are kind of geared towards the more gamer audience. I really hope I don't see a lot of peripherals with Microsoft, like not
wanna
more
see
than
new
games.
games,
I want
like-
to see new games, new IPs.
Not new game. Yes, new
Yes,
IPs.
new IPs. Come on,
Yeah.
like, we need more.
I'm so tired of sequels. Like, look at this list. How many of those fucking games are sequels?
But here's the other thing too. Like Sony is The Last Guardian is a brand new IP, and it's made from and it's
That's
been
what I'm saying.
it's been in
Sony's
development
gonna
hell for
win.
over a decade.
Sony is gonna win because they actually try to make new fucking games, whereas Microsoft just spends all their money making sequels.
Well,
So
Microsoft has at least Scalebound. They have a game called Recore. Sea of Thieves, I think, is like a kind of like a pirate MMO kind of thing.
What?
Yeah.
Very
How did I
cool.
not know
Yeah,
that?
dude.
Very
Look
cool.
up Sea of Thieves,
You know what Sea of
motherfucker.
Thieves is
Talking
based
shit,
off
you don't
of?
know what you're talking about.
Pirate MMO.
No, have you not? Do you know what Sea of Thieves
I'm not
is
sure
actually based off
an
of?
MMO is the right way to call it, but it's like a multiplayer pirate-ish kind of game. So
That seems sweet.
That will be
I
all
would
I play
that.
forever.
I would play that for sure.
your fucking One Piece fantasy come to life.
No. Do you guys know?
I did almost buy Burning Blade, so
You do it all the time.
So if you, I know if you look up Sea of Thieves. If you look at the
developed by
art,
Rare.
so I was gonna tell you is that it's Rare's actually big new like platformer coming out, like MMO RPG, like or not MMO but RPG like platformer that's coming out.
That's amazing. I
Yes,
will buy it
That's why
immediately.
people are
Yeah.
excited for Sea of
Talking
Thieves.
shit about exclusives and then
No,
drop
It's
this
an
fucking
adventure
bomb.
game.
Well, that's one game,
It's-
and like and
It's their next take. Instead of Banjo 3E, they're actually coming with a new IP.
well, there should
coming in.
be a Banjo.
I know there should be a Banjo 3E. Everybody knows there should be one. Nuts and bolts should be burned and.
At this point, there should be a
destroyed
Banjo
and-
40E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Banjo's so good.
People
We
like
actually-
Banjo is just a classic franchise.
we need to have a video
Remember
game
how many times you
series
played
where-
at Jake's house?
Thousands.
We need to have a video game series where all we play are games that are terrible, and we should rage on them completely all the time.
So all
Yes.
the games Josh likes.
It's a
actually-
good start. Because
actually-
he liked Reach, so
I I didn't have a problem with Reach.
Fucking
I've heard terrible things.
I had fun playing
Garbage.
it.
I've heard
I
terrible
had fun playing
things.
It's the worst Halo game you can
I'm
imagine.
sure it is, but I had fun playing it.
He's
I'm not
heard
disputing
terrible
that.
things. Would you like to tell Connor how horrible?
I could tell you all the horrible things.
Oh God, no!
I'm
Don't
not
get
doing this
started.
now.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I could summarize
Oh,
all the horrible things.
what is summarizing?
You have 5
You-
like words.
Jetpack fights.
Okay.
You
That's
lied.
Horrible
words.
story.
That's 4 words.
True.
I need one word.
Cancer.
Yes, cancer.
You lost me at jetpacks, gained me back at cancer. It was a weird roller coaster ride of emotions.
I was confused for most of it, but
You know, and I had fun
Spartans
playing.
died. Okay, that just doesn't happen. I'm sorry. Spartans don't die.
Well, yeah, clearly.
If
I
you
mean,
know anything about the fucking story, then
Spartans never died.
Halo Reach makes no fucking sense. First of all, Spartan 3s before Spartan 2s existed. I don't know how the fuck that
Oh
happened.
God, we've lost him. We've derailed.
The
Yeah,
game fucking
yeah.
sucked.
We
It sucked
shouldn't
ass.
say this around him. I made
It
a
was
mistake.
just like Resident Evil 4.
I immediately regret this
I
decision.
love Resident Evil 4.
See,
Well,
that's why Nate.
No, Resident Evil 4 is amazing.
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
is it amazing? Is it amazing because they changed everything?
Oh God, we're just making it worse.
Rocket League's good.
We're-
You didn't like Rocket League, and now you like Rocket League.
I did
You
not.
know what?
I never disliked Rocket League. I said that it didn't have enough content.
Babies. Do you like babies? Because you have a
No.
baby.
Babies have no DLC. Babies are
no
one
season
package,
pass.
and they're okay at best.
Hey,
You
you
don't
know
get to
what, Disco?
customize your character.
You kind of do when you have a baby. You gotta dress them how you want.
You don't get to make any decisions past the starting point. And it's all
my
just
God.
random.
You can equip
Who
it with
likes
You
anything
get to
you
choose
want.
their starting stats. It's like, oh, they might have these colored eyes. Or
It's
they
it's
might
like a
have-
level 99. You can literally.
Your
equip
kid
it with
is
any
really
weapon you
fucking
want,
dumb.
so,
Congrats.
No,
You give it a baseball bat.
You don't
or
get
a
any
loaded
choice
gun.
past that.
Pre-birth decisions.
Hey, Disco.
You get
I-
to choose a
It's
name.
like Dark Souls times 10.
Disco.
At least in Pokemon, you get to choose a gender. In real life, you get to choose a name.
Hey, Disco. I bet your kid was worth more than.
That is a
$10.
quote I will take for history.
Yeah, technically it was 2000.
Damn.
Game.
Still paying on that.
We
right?
love you, buddy.
Do you say you don't get any new content for
No.
no new content? Wow.
I get
They
new
ripped
new
you.
words once in a while.
Right, you say your shit.
Are those microtransactions? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. The
What?
more I
Did you
feed
say
her,
your
the more
E3
that comes out
was
of her.
anticipated?
Oh, also, I think that they're going to talk more about the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
I'm sure they
I was
will.
going to bring that up too.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've got so much momentum.
Why not?
with
They
that.
talked about it in the last year's E3.
yeah, but they had actual gameplay.
Yeah,
Nobody
they-
was expecting gameplay that
It was
soon.
a trailer,
And they're doing it episodic. They're doing it like fucking season pass-ish,
I'm sure
which
we'll.
we talked about.
That's terrible.
Sure, they'll
No,
talk.
it's awesome.
It's gonna. They're
If you
gonna
want the
release.
game-
Let him talk.
Yeah.
We're talking over each
Seriously,
other way
yeah.
too much.
Fuck
Like,
off.
this is a mess.
So, I think that with Final Fantasy VII especially, like, they're going to show us a little bit more about how content is going to be released for it, maybe give people a little bit more clarification. And they're trying to roll on Final Fantasy really hard right now because they're really gearing up for 15. They're saying that that's the game that's going to put the franchise back on the map and all this other stuff. So
I still need to try the demo.
I think that I'm hoping maybe something from Kingdom Hearts. I'm not expecting it, but I am expecting it. So we'll see if that happens. If they show me anything about it, I'll be happy. So other than that, let's see. Fuck Titanfall. I don't care about the Legend of Zelda because like they're releasing it on a dead console. And what else is on here? They might talk about Injustice 2 more. The trailer got leaked the other day, or the game got leaked, and so they released a trailer for it. So that might be really cool. Other than that, Horizon Zero Dawn, like definitely that one and Last Guardian are probably my two most anticipated titles. Maybe Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2.
Yeah, it's like Last of Us 2.
Uh,
Now, just real quick, you understand, Pat, that there is no possible way there will not be a sequel. There will 100% be a sequel.
There
Yes.
should be.
What do you mean there won't be a
There
sequel?
should never
He
be
doesn't want a sequel. He
I
thinks
don't
it was
want
like-
a sequel.
Yo,
That
I'm sorry.
A
story
lot of
ended-
people don't want a lot of things.
That story ended perfectly.
You know, there was a scene that they acted out in that game that took place after the end credits. Like, they did, like, a live showing of The Last of Us.
I heard
like,
about
on
that.
stage.
Yeah.
And there was a scene that only the people that were in the theater got to see. But, like, later people went out and, like, told people what happened.
Is it like
You know, what happened
canon
in the
though?
scene.
Is it part of
Yes,
the game?
it's
Interesting.
what happened in the actual story.
Huh. I heard all about that when when they did that live thing, people started freaking out.
Oh,
online
they were
about it.
outraged.
Yeah. Like, when are we
Completely
gonna
out-
see it?
Yeah,
Well,
they
fuck
were
off.
outraged.
How about that? Just shut your goddamn mouth.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, that was a part of it. So, like, I mean, I see no reason why they wouldn't continue.
Yeah.
I feel like they need one more game and that's it. Like, close the loophole.
I guess it depends,
Close the
yeah.
close the ending, because the ending was a huge thing.
That's
So,
great.
I want that resolved.
Developers like money, so they're gonna make games that sell.
That's a great way to end
If
the
they
story,
sell.
though.
I know I'm mentioning a lot of
It's a
sequels.
great way to end the
but-
story.
With
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot of
also
dollar
mentioning
signs. That's the
sequels
best
and
way to end
not
a
new
story.
IPs, but I did name a couple.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I do think a lot of new IPs are actually a lot of indie games now. Like AAA don't put out as many new IPs as they used to, because we have like Unraveled, Gone Home, all these just kind of random games that pop up for $20 sometimes. Then
And they're all
So,
really good.
yeah,
Like,
that's
I mean,
yeah.
the amount of games that we have access to games we have now is the good
Yeah.
games we have is absurd.
Yeah, definitely people play Unraveled. It was
Yeah.
awesome. So,
So
what are you thinking, Pat? What is your most
I think
excited?
pretty much everything fucking Josh just said.
Right.
To be honest, yeah, dude. I think Final Fantasy is gonna be a big thing at the Square one for sure. And Deus Ex. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh,
oh my
yeah,
god.
they
Deus
have
Ex.
to push it.
Did you
It's
say
coming up
Dave
soon.
Sex?
Deus Ex.
What do you want me to call it? I said Deus Ex.
It really
Yeah,
sounds
Day of Sex sounds really nice.
it really sounds like you're saying Dave Sex.
I said Deus Ex.
Either way, would be a great game. Just
Listen, guys.
He's
whatever.
like, yeah, I'm saying Day of Sex.
So there's
Listen.
so apparently
Remember
there's
a long
guy
time
named
ago
Dave coming over to
when
the
I said
theater.
Remember when I said a long time ago my
Everybody.
favorite game ever was Xenogears? The main villain in that was Deus. It was Deus, just like this one.
Yeah.
Deus.
How do you say it? Deus.
Day of.
Deus.
Day of Sex.
Deus. Or Dave.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Deus
Dave
Ex.
Sex, whatever. It's fine.
Deus Ex.
What are you talking about?
I fucking hate you.
Deus Ex.
No, I still think that might be one of the best looking games.
Anyway, Deus Ex.
to
Yeah.
date. I mean, the gameplay trailers they have now looks fucking ridiculous how good it is. So
Yeah. That's definitely gonna be a big thing for at least Square side. I don't know if Sony will like pitch it as hard, but yeah, they'll definitely put it on the Square one. Mass Effect Andromeda, yes. So much more. I want to see so much more on that one. Yeah, Last Guardian. I mean, I've been a big fan of the Ico games. Ico, what do you want to call them?
Eco, and then Eco.
Shadow of the Colossus and all
Shadow
that.
of the Colossus was a goddamn masterpiece.
Been waiting for a while. It looks fun. A good puzzle game. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it like bam right when it comes out. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, I want to buy the instant that it fucking comes out.
Definitely.
New IP, new story, new lore, just new world. I just want to get lost again.
Nerd
It's something
alert.
big. I don't care. That's what I want, dude.
Nerd.
I like playing like sequels and everything like that. You know, it gets you back in the
Yeah.
storyline and everything. But when you get a fresh new video game every once in a while, yeah. Did you spray Axe?
Sean's
I
back.
sprayed ass.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh God, did you clean up the ass?
Spray the Axe? No, but that's why I'm so excited for Horizon Zero Dawn, because it's just a brand new game, brand new storyline, brand new characters, I mean, gameplay wise, obviously it looks like fucking Assassin's Creed mixed with like shooter kind of based
Oh, it looks.
Monster Hunter, whatever you want to call it.
Oh
all
yeah,
that
it
stuff.
looks fantastic. Like, I mean, there's lots of stuff I think that we're gonna be really surprised about this year at all of the conferences. I feel like this has kind of been like the largest production of E3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, it's already like really highly produced on its own. But I mean, like, you know, they sell more consoles and more games all the time.
Biggest
I mean, it's a
guilty
huge
pleasure
industry.
though. Biggest guilty pleasure. Josh, look at me when I say this.
I'm looking.
Look in my eyes.
I'm looking.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Beautiful.
I knew
I
at the
want
end.
Ki- I want
I knew what
Kingdom-
it was
only
as soon as
one.
it said guilty
I want Kingdom
pleasure.
Hearts 3 so bad,
You're
dude.
the only one that
I
understands.
want Kingdom Hearts 3 so bad. At least a little bit
You
more.
don't have to say anything.
Does that have to say? I know. Final Fantasy 7, I love. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, dude.
I want Kingdom Hearts 3.
I want it bad.
I want a little bit, at least a little bit more.
I think
want a tickle.
if
At the
I
very
got a
least.
demo of Kingdom Hearts at this year's E3, I would excrete every bodily fluid possible.
That'd be good.
You would all be
Just
pregnant
burn
by the-
those
by the end of the
shorts.
day.
Burn those shorts.
That's what I'm excited for, in general.
Yeah.
Connor,
The sounds that make Quarterly will not be human.
what you got, buddy? Anything on the list? Yeah, excited
for
For anything that's not on the
33,
list, too, if you have anything.
There's rumors about Grand Theft Auto 6 too,
Oof.
and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Nobody
That's
talks
been
about Dead
coming out.
Rising 4.
Grand Theft Cowboy.
Is that a possibility?
They
There's- well, they already have
had.
had-
Oh, no,
rumors
you
about-
said Dead Rising. My brain thought Dead Space. So I don't give a fuck.
I kind of heard that.
Dead
Yeah.
Space what?
I heard
No.
Dead Space
You're
as
like,
well. I was
what?
like, oh shit. Like, I hadn't
What
heard
are
anything about that.
That there's not one but 2 Red Dead Redemption games.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard that like rumor too.
It's rumored, yeah, but Red Dead Redemption
That
2
would-
would be, yeah, Red Dead that was a great game. Anyway,
It's Grand Theft Cowboy, man.
Goddamn right it is.
It's true.
And I do really love the Battlefield games. I started playing Battlefield since, I was like 11 years old.
I was way too young to play Battlefield.
Yeah, way too young. My parents should have known.
I was playing worse shit than that though back then.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I do really like the Battlefield games because they're a lot more in depth than the Call of Duty. Although the 8-year-old in me does love Call of Duty. Injustice, I'm pretty excited about as well. I got to play a lot of Injustice. I got to play that on more Xbox than PS4, which is what I've kind of adjusted myself more towards as the years have gone on. And I really enjoyed that. Mass Effect, I've never not loved any of the Mass Effect
and
games.
we love you for that.
I've never
You're
not
already
loved
cool.
any of the Mass Effect
Except for
games.
these 2 guys that still need to finish the goddamn
Oh my
game.
god, you need to get on it.
How long have you had Mass Effect 3, Douglas? How long? Be honest.
For
Suck my nuts.
Had no.
over 4 years now.
How's that
So
referred to?
too
Yeah, 4
long.
years. Fucking finish the goddamn series.
I don't
dude.
have my 360 plugged in.
Oh,
Hey, you're moving soon. When you move, no
Make
excuses.
it backwards compatible.
Oh my
That would
God.
also be nice.
If they just made
It
it,
would
backwards
be.
compatible.
But did you hear
then
the
I would
words he
play it.
said?
I-
My
I
360 is
understand
not
that.
plugged in.
Yeah.
It's not.
there's no use for it. Do you have an Xbox One?
Yeah.
No use for a 360.
Just make it backwards compatible.
And don't get me
then I
wrong,
don't have to worry
You
about
can't
it.
play
Backwards
Skyrim.
compatibility is so much though. Like you lose like a huge portion of the market by not making your new consoles backwards compatible.
Yeah, Sony.
Yeah, everyone
I know. And
besides
everybody.
PC.
Well,
Sony-
Sony hasn't done anything. Well,
Those
kind of,
motherfuckers.
they have, but
Sony, the reason why Sony didn't do that is because they made an overproduction of PlayStation 2s, and that's why they've been around as long as they have been.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
last
since I was like
PlayStation
8 years
server
old.
just-
console ever.
Well, the last PlayStation 2 server that got shut down was what, this year?
PlayStation.
It was pretty recent. It was really recent actually.
Maybe I can't remember if it was this year or the end of last year.
Yeah, I mean, it was like,
Was
that
it
was
SOCOM
it was the
2?
longest running console in
It
history.
was
And
something.
it's because they made so many. So they were
Yeah.
just like, yeah, if we make PlayStation 3 backwards compatible with PS2, then,
Well, people
we're
would get rid of their PS3s though.
huh?
People would get rid of their PS3s.
You think so?
I think yeah,
I still
because that's
have
what's
PS3.
happening with Xbox. When like every time there's a new backwards compatibility like update,
There's no reason to buy a
People
new
just- yeah.
console.
Nintendo's conference is the Tuesday at 9 Pacific.
Yeah, but who fucking cares?
exactly.
Just telling you.
I don't know if these are still like accurate,
The
but
NX is
I've heard
coming
rumors Nintendo's new console may be moving back towards cartridges.
Sharing the
We heard something about that too. I think we
I
talked
heard
about
that,
that.
yeah.
I would say I'm actually really excited to see about that. I love cartridges. Yeah,
Start blowing it in to get the dust out like
Sharing
they
the
need.
excitement.
takes me back to elementary school. Like
Right.
Sharing the excitement as Nintendo shows Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon games
Yes.
in action, followed by the
I'm
world's
excited for that.
first in-depth look at the new Legend of Zelda game.
very
I don't
cool.
care. Sorry, Josh.
Very cool.
And for
It's
some
smirk on your
reason,
face.
it's called
You say it, but
Nintendo
you're-
Treehouse.
Treehouse. The console looks
Why
like a
not?
tree.
Gee, I wonder who their demographic is.
Why the fuck not?
9.5-year-olds.
Fuck hardcore.
9.5-year-olds.
Actually, Zelda is absolutely incredibly amazing for that. But I mean, no one's gonna buy a Wii U at this point.
Yep.
Well, they
done.
better release
Yeah.
it for the
It's done.
NX. They need to release it
Have
for the
to.
NX.
I
yeah.
completely
Nintendo
agree.
is
They
almost
should.
done at this
Zelda's
point.
the only
Like,
big market they're going on.
Yeah,
Star
Nintendo-
Fox is
to
cool.
exist first.
But
Nintendo
Zelda's
does
like
not have a whole
They're
lot
making
going
a
for
terrible
them.
decision by releasing Zelda U or Zelda for the Wii U.
If they do, I don't think they have they said one way or the other
They
yet.
got Animal Crossing, Party House, Adventure, like Mario Party looking.
Haven't they stopped manufacturing Wii U's? Like,
Did they
like,
already
10
do
years
that?
ago.
No, they already did.
almost.
10 years.
Yeah,
ago.
they
So
like
they stopped
like
manufacturing it
just
Pocket
yeah.
years ago when you were planning
Pokken
to make
Tournament
it.
like revived the console, and so
Oh, weird.
they continued to sell them.
Okay.
But
So if-
I don't know, maybe.
You know what they
maybe
do?
cool.
Like, hey, look, you can remember N64. It's like, hey, look, I can put my Game Boy games in there.
They should just re-release
such
all
a-
the Pokemon Ranger games for the Wii U, and the console would just keep selling. Because obviously they keep making Pokemon Ranger games, even though they're all.
You know what they
exactly
do?
the same.
That's
How
what
about
everybody
this?
says,
Yeah.
yeah.
How about this? We've said it before. Guess what? Pokemon MMO. Genius.
Right.
Yeah,
Makes
And
$8 million.
never gonna happen.
I did look up the description for Sea of Thieves, and it does say it's a MMO. So
Very
pirate
cool.
MMO.
It claims it's an
Very
adventure
cool.
game.
Whatever I saw said like a adventure MMO. It specifically said massive multiplayer.
It might not be as
It
like
better be
traditional
good.
MMO though. I
I'm sure it
think
won't be
that you're saying like
traditional,
World of Warcraft
yeah.
style. I think it's going to be more.
I highly doubt Rare.
Sail your
would
boat
ever be
around the
good at
seas,
making
blow
an
shit
MMO.
up.
Well, MMO can be a loose
That'd be
term
really
because
cool.
we call the Division an MMO. You know what I mean? Like it's
or
so,
Borderlands.
the
an
term.
MMO.
No. You said that last week when I was gone. You can't call that an MMO. Borderlands is. It's a 4-player co-op game.
The maximum you can have is 4 players.
Yeah, that's
so
not
I
MMO.
wouldn't consider it
It's
an
open
MMO.
world co-op.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
No, you were. I listened to the podcast because I missed it. And I was like, that was driving me crazy.
Sorry.
I was like, no, Pat, it's not. And also, for the record, One Piece is garbage. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Worst anime.
Your mother's
Shots
God.
fired.
Yeah. No, so we're all excited for E3.
What's your favorite anime, Logan?
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
I'm just kidding.
Rape your face.
Come on now.
I know his favorite anime is. It's fucking Claymore.
No. Good anime.
He loves
Really
Claymore.
anime.
I'm kidding.
No.
Cowboy
Bebop.
Bebop.
Cowboy
Bebop
Bebop.
is the best.
He got it. Cowboy Bebop. It's on the podcast.
It's amazing.
Cowboy
Bebop.
Bebop sucks.
Nate,
Cowboy
he's
Bebop's
so,
great.
What?
he's so dumb, I know.
Get the fuck.
No.
It had 4 story
Stop it.
episodes.
Don't-
It's
No,
a
no, no,
gaming
we're dead.
podcast. It's a
Out.
gaming podcast.
You know what?
It's really good
Let's
though.
just- You
Watch
always
Cowboy
say One
Bebop.
Piece
It's
sucks
excellent.
on the podcast. Cowboy Bebop sucks. There was 4 story episodes.
He's lying.
There was more than that for one.
At
this-
least
there was-
5.
If
At
there was
least
more
5.
than 4, it was 5.
It was like 5 or 6. It was also only a 26 episode show.
And none of them had story.
But the whole show wasn't about an overall story. It was about the
wasn't.
characers and the things they went through in their past. And
Is there anything
so-
else?
Yeah.
You're looking forward to?
It was
Yeah,
a
you-
character development story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even just that.
So-
something like you've seen.
Just goes
rumored
wrong.
coming out.
Once you
Completely.
like the
The only
8-year-old
reason you guys like it was
8-year-old
the
in me
music and the
loves the
visuals.
Call of Duty.
No,
Well,
that
that's
is
rumors
not
of a new
two
character.
big reasons why I liked Cowboy
Character
Bebop.
For
development,
PS4, I've
story.
heard it.
Yeah.
We're having
I've heard
2
some new
conversations
efforts
right now.
of
We can't have 2
remaster.
conversations. That's-
Character development? Come on.
Well, it also showed them like growing as people, and it showed their past and how they got to who they are.
It showed them growing as people. They were all still as immature as they were at the beginning. Of
Itachi's
That
the
might be
best
fair,
in that
but-
series.
So-
It's okay.
But gaming podcast.
Hey, one more thing he wanted to bring up
What?
because they've been hinting at it bit by bit. PSX,
You're dead to me.
fucking main guy was wearing the T-shirt the entire time, and everyone was expecting it. There are also rumors of a new Crash Bandicoot game possibly coming out.
At least a remaster, I've heard. At the
Huh.
very least.
Okay, well that'd be cool. People
very
like
cool.
Crash. So
At
I
PSX,
mean,
no, he
we're
was
playing
wearing
that.
a blue Crash Bandicoot shirt, and the entire time everyone was like, "Let's
Half-Life
go,
3
let's go."
confirmed.
Guess what?
Half-Life 3
Half-Life 3 is
confirmed.
never coming
Mic
out.
drop!
Yeah, right.
Done!
Yeah, it's
So-
never
Pack it up.
coming out.
Are you leaving, Sean?
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
leaving.
Well,
Hey,
I was gonna ask, what is if people have their favorite thing for E3? Is there anything that you just don't give a shit about?
VR.
Titanfall.
Cool,
2.
thank you, Sean. So,
I don't give a shit about it.
VR
I,
is too early. It's still.
you think so?
It's still way too early.
I'll
Do you
tell
think
you
it's
what,
an okay for early adopters, or do you think it's still too early for the technology in general?
I think
Or is it
the technology's getting there,
getting there? Okay.
but
Yeah.
what they're gonna show is gonna be like, ooh, like the Minecraft thing.
they're gonna show the
last
fucking
year.
Minecraft home.
That's not VR really for one.
I'll
That's
tell you
what- augmented
on
reality.
AR.
Yeah.
I'll
And
preface
that's
this
a
statement.
product that's like 5-6 years further away. Sorry, what's up?
I'll preface this statement with my experience with VR is very limited. But I got Google Cardboard, and I told you about it maybe a couple months ago. And even for using your phone's technology, it's a lot past what I figured it would be. But I do. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement as far as graphics go, and just in general interactivity, I guess.
Yeah.
The price point's not quite.
And
there
yeah,
yet.
the price
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
especially
it's a
for
little
an
steep.
independent
God.
console,
Yeah.
absolutely it ruins the
$500
whole.
bucks.
Yeah,
For- yeah.
no fucking way.
I can buy a console for that.
There are a lot of things I could buy with $500.
Yeah.
that would be worth more than a VR
It's an
headset.
expensive hooker.
Probably, yeah. I was gonna
Very.
I guess I don't know.
Semi.
What's like a-
Yeah, is that
I think a 3.2.
That
Or at
could
least
be like
that's
an
what Worth
escort.
told us.
Yeah,
That
that's
could
a
be
whole
an
night
escort
with
in
a
the
$500
middle
bucks.
class
Depends on where you're at, but
Okay.
I don't know.
I am absolutely not excited for Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Thank
Yeehaw.
you.
Both of those will suck dick.
Yep, they will. I do not care.
I hope Titanfall
He's
doesn't.
very
I hope.
confident.
But it will, and you know it.
2 words, jetpacks, even though it's 1 word.
You couldn't even get on their fucking servers. Like, their lack
Oh,
of support
dude,
for Titanfall
I forgot
is
about
terrible.
this. So I tried to play Titanfall the other night when we were
Garbage.
talking about it, and the servers were fine because I did get in a match and everything was fine.
Eventually.
Well, the problem was I don't understand this. I have every DLC. I have everything possible you can download, and there was a certain game type that said, "Please go download the new DLC." I go, "Okay, cool, I'll do that." Went to the store, nothing to download. I had everything, so I went to the game. It says, "Oh no, please download the DLC." It's like, what the fuck do you want from me?
Smile on his
I was
face.
so Josh. We were sitting there. We were like, "What do I do?"
Yeah.
And so I went to like the campaign version, and that worked in this multiplayer still, like air quotes campaign. And so I went to that. Now I just played multiplayer. But yeah, I could not get on the servers because they're like, "You have imaginary DLC that's not here." So
Yeah.
I
You
was,
have to download the DLC that we're preparing for the next 4
I
months.
fucking guess, man. I was super confused. So
Download the DLC we haven't even talked about yet.
I
and then
guess.
you can play this game.
I was just totally confused. So
Josh, what are you not excited for E3?
I don't give a fuck about Battlefield. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. I don't care. If I have to buy another one of that fucking piles of regurgitated cat vomit, I think I'd rather just play Hannah Montana instead.
see,
So,
Call of Duty, that's what it is.
Mary-Kate and
It's
Ashley's
always the
Driving
same thing.
Adventure.
Yep.
But this
that's
Battlefield is.
I actually
100%
don't. I'm
different.
with
Hello Kitty's
Logan. I don't
Adventure.
feel that way about this Battlefield because it is going to a completely different style of combat.
Yep.
Oh,
World War I.
Battlefield does a good job of not just releasing the same thing over and over. They at least they'll tweak aspects of it. Sure, it's not always 100% different, but
We'll see. We'll see if it's
Oh,
different.
absolutely.
It's totally different. This is World War One.
I'm always willing to try out a game. I would never
Two-man
like
bombers.
not play
Trenches.
a game. Like I would always try
Mustard
it.
gas.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
will
not.
for sure not play Infinite War.
don't judge a
That's-
game by its
yeah,
cover.
fuck that.
Hey, and
Yeah,
these guns are gonna be
doing it.
different. There's no automatic. Well,
There
Or,
is
like,
some.
there's
some
very
assault rifles,
few
yeah.
automatic weapons, but it's not something that you have,
BARs,
right?
yeah. I mean, there are a couple automatic weapons, but there won't
Really?
be
In
anything.
World War One?
Oh, yeah.
Automatic.
And also,
Yeah.
it shows that there will be no attachments in this Battlefield.
Really?
No attachments at all. Like there,
Oh,
I
it's
think there
all
might
loadouts.
be maybe. There are kind of loadouts, but it's like
They said there was different types of like zooms.
I think there's like different
and
scopes, whatever. Yeah,
reticles and things
but you
like
can't do
Very
like
cool.
an underbarrel. You can't do like any grips or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
there-
I'm excited for. I want to go back to basics.
Yeah,
It really
they're
evens
slimming
out the
it
playing
down.
field.
It does a little
Yeah.
bit. It kind of puts everybody on the same.
Yeah, that's really
So
cool.
more skill based, if you know.
Yeah, they're slimming it down, which I think is a nice trend in shooters
Yeah.
going on right now. So I'm cool with that. But also, I don't care about Destiny. I don't care
Oh,
that
yeah.
they're talking about.
Did
new
you just
DLC.
say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might
don't
agree with
care.
that. I have not played, nor will I play a Destiny game, just because I've heard very
It was,
okay.
It was fun in the beginning.
Yeah, man, it was really
great in the
cool when it
beginning.
came out. but-
I've heard
Was that a
great
cough?
things when
Was
it
that a
came
cough
out, and then
or
like a
something?
month later, everyone was like, "Okay, like this game's really pretty much the same as it
Yeah.
was when it was
Yeah.
released."
The
There's just no
problem-
real point to it after you beat like.
The problem
I mean,
was Bungie became so money hungry, it was impossible to continue playing the game.
Yep.
It was
They wanted
pretty steep.
$75 for the first 3 DLCs.
eh.
That's $15 more dollars than the original game.
Yeah, they got really money hungry. So yeah, I won't be buying another Destiny game.
I've
at
only
all.
Destiny came with my PS4, so that's the reason why I have Destiny.
That makes sense.
I don't fault anyone for playing it. What I fault them for is being
And I got
a
max level on
consumer
that, but I'm
who
not
is
buying the
willing
DLC.
No.
to spend that much money on one video game
Yep.
Yeah.
I
for such limited fun. Like Destiny did not have a lot going for it.
No, I never. And I mean, like
Exploration, kind of same enemies, different tactics.
mechanically, the game is very solid, and it's
Enemies
very fun to
dodging
play.
like fucking.
It's very fun to
It's the
play.
first time I
Oh,
played a
yeah.
first-person shooter where like enemies were constantly like dodging and like you had to like pace your fucking like shots and everything.
You
playing
still
with
have to
Yeah.
play intelligently when you're playing Destiny multiplayer. Like
I was
it's
playing
a very
different characters
competitive
than you.
game.
I was
I was
playing a
just gonna say.
warlock.
I did not find the multiplayer that competitive.
No.
I never played multiplayer.
It is.
I
like
thought of it
multiplayer.
as who has the best fusion rifle.
And whose super goes off first? The supers broke that multiplayer.
I didn't even think the supers weren't even effective to me. It was all
hated
who
it.
had the best fusion rifle
Yeah.
because they fired like 4 shotgun shots at once.
It didn't matter
Like,
in
ow.
the end.
Oh, I'm
The
dead.
supers did not matter at the end. They had nerfed.
That's fair, but when I played,
Well, they
it,
nerfed. They only nerfed one class. It wasn't balanced. Like the hunters supers and like the warlock supers were still overpowered, and like the Titan got one good fucking super, and it was the hammer, and it was amazing. And then they completely just castrate.
Not
No.
true. The bubble was the
Castrated.
best super.
That's very
The
true.
bubble is
Yeah.
still the best super technically. It is for Titans, but in multiplayer, it doesn't really do you a whole lot of good. No one's just gonna wander into your bubble.
People were stupid enough to do that. You'd be
Well, yeah.
surprised.
That because like there is an ability that blinds
Charge.
people that walk through it. So it's just like people are gonna equip long range weapons and try and pick you off as soon as your bubble runs out. It's just a target for you unless you're actually shielding other players.
There's
That's
a lot
really
of,
its
there's a
main
lot of
use.
stupid people out there.
But
there are a lot
in
of stupid
raids-
people.
In raids, it's invaluable. Like in raids and in like like some of the other missions you did, completely invaluable. But in multiplayer, it's garbage.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
useless.
I had no problems using it in multiplayer.
I loved it when we
Multiple
had
people would
teamwork.
just run into my bubble thinking
Everybody loves
that
teamwork.
it would work for them, but I got boosted defense or whatever.
Makes
it
the
was.
dream work.
You can boost stats. being in
Teamwork
it,
makes
and
the dream work.
So everybody would run into my bubble, and then I would just
That's a quote from
fucking
Magic Rail.
unload with a fusion rifle because fusion rifles are the most overpowered weapon in that game.
I have fought boss battles on my own with the bubble and won. Like in hordes of enemies, like on my own, like final bosses and won. So
I want to go back to Destiny. Actually, I want to go try it again and just see what it is
You-
like going back. Because
You
I
will
played.
regret it.
Well, I think I played enough hours to justify every dollar I spent and the amount of fun I had and time I played.
Oh, free
so
shit
I'm
you
finding my
got.
purchases, but I want to go back and see because I never actually finished the Taken King because me and Jared were playing it. Then his
I
work
didn't
schedule.
even get the Taken King. I bought the.
I got it on sale.
I bought the season pass, and then I downloaded the first DLC, and I hated it so much that I just didn't even bother with the second one, and I used that money for something else.
Sorry, that's my bad on the mic.
God, Logan.
I know, right? Me fucking up this time.
All right. Do I get to talk now?
Yeah. What's
I'm just kidding.
What do you not care?
What am I least excited for? Guess what? Every fucking stupid ass first person shooter.
Oh, what? We knew that.
Don't care.
Which
really
ones?
bad.
All of them.
All 30 that
Yes.
they'll announce?
Oh, 30.
Yes. Don't care. Don't care. I don't want to spend $60 on a game that only takes me 4 hours.
I
To
want-
beat
You know, Pat,
single
none of
player
us
wise.
knew that about you, that you didn't
I
like
don't like
first-person
multiplayer.
shooters.
I don't like getting my ass kicked consistently. Call of
Get
Duty.
good.
Get better.
Get
I don't,
good.
I don't care about getting good. I want to play a game that I spend $60 for. I want $60 of content out of it.
Oh yeah, so is that why you bought Street Fighter 5?
I buy a game.
Yeah, because I baited the shit out of
It
that.
doesn't matter. That was not $60 worth of content. You fucking know it.
I buy games to beat 8-year-olds online and talk shit about their moms.
You were no
That is
better-
the
you
only
were no
reason I'm
better
willing
than
to spend
casual
spend
stuff.
$60
I'm
anymore.
not that type of guy.
That is the only reason.
I want them to stop focusing so much on first-person shooters and develop some kind of super intense combat system like sword game.
They've
That'd
been
be
talking
pretty
about
cool.
that. No.
That'd be cool.
Like where
I
all
can't
the
remember the-
buttons and the joysticks like control your arms and shit.
Have you not seen
And
that?
then like the D-pad controls your movement.
That'd be wild.
There was
That
a
would-
hardcore
yeah.
chivalry
That would
like,
be
freaking
wild.
thing where you pick every time you attack, like you attack on the down right side, but you can block with your shield on the down left side or anything like that. Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool, like really good multiplayer,
God,
like
what the fuck is
competitive
that?
type of game.
There are guys
Yeah.
that have been working on a hardcore
like an
series.
anime
Exactly what you're
fight.
talking
Single
about.
player.
yeah. Oh.
Single player.
I'd say
They
like
would fuck up multiplayer. There is nobody that would ever be able to actually develop that properly.
if it's 1-on-1, then you probably could.
No, they would fuck it up because there would be nobody would ever be able to code it perfectly and have the servers work it out perfectly.
This would be a good VR game.
This would be a perfect game for single player.
Well, but even so, I'd still play it single player definitely. So I'm all about the single player experiences.
We need
so.
more single player games.
I agree.
That's actually true.
I very much agree with that. I miss single player experiences.
When the game is to what you guys would consider a fair price, you guys should try Quantum Break. You guys want single player and like story?
Yeah,
It's a good game. It's really good.
that's on my list.
Yeah.
Portal 3.
So is Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, Portal 3. Fucking and Mirror's Edge, yes. Portal 3 would be amazing. Anything else, Pat? Did you have any other games you don't care for?
Part of me wants to believe in it hardcore. Josh, don't yell at me, please, when I say this. I just want even a cinematic trailer would be cool. I know they said they were taking a year off, but it would be really cool to see an Assassin's Creed Egypt trailer.
No. Feudal Japan. No
Either
more
or.
fucking
I will take Egypt or feudal Japan.
Goddamn
Those are the
Assassin's Creed
perfect
games
both
until they do
scenarios that they need to do.
fucking Samurai.
I'm rolling
Samurai
my
or
eyes
Egypt.
so hard in
Egypt
the
would
back
be
of my
so
head right
awkward.
now.
Yeah,
This
I know.
is so much dick.
You call the shenanigans, but if it's, dude, either of those, really,
Or are you tired of Assassin's
Really?
Creed?
You're not-
I think Assassin's Creed has gotten played out in recent years.
It's
It
whatever.
has.
There is, like,
It
whatever
has
now.
for the last couple
It's-
games. But
it's
Ubisoft has realized what they've been doing, and they purposely took a year off. They're like, no, we're not coming out.
I get that, but there are games that take several years off for a sequel, let alone wow.
They
And
take
don't get me-
off,
like, the
they take off
gameplay-
a year and try to make it out like it's a big deal.
The gameplay is still
Yeah.
pretty great, like regardless of what game you're playing, and you can get into it no matter how many games you've been playing prior to that one. But I think there's a lot more to be had if you spend more time on a story than just this is the time period you're living in, kill these people.
Right.
And that
That's
seems
it,
like
yeah.
a lot of what
No,
the focus has
yeah.
been for the last couple games.
Yep, give us some more mechanics. that
Yeah,
make
exactly.
sense.
Slightly, like 2 more mechanics, but the story is like whatever.
It was fun the first year. It was fun the first,
Dude, Brotherhood
3 or
was
4
so
games.
Oh, it
and
was
then
great.
after that,
It
it's-
was great, and then I started to lose interest in it.
Because I actually bought all of the Assassin's
Yeah.
Creeds. I have one.
I have
I've-
everything up to Black Flag.
I have 1, 2, 3, and I have Brotherhood.
And Revelations.
Brotherhood's my favorite one.
Brotherhood, yeah, and I actually really enjoyed the multiplayer in that game too. But like I bought all of them up into that point, and then after I beat them all religiously and ridiculously, I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not excited anymore.
Yep, they'll lose their touch on
Done.
that stuff. Did you have any games that you don't care about, or any kind of?
I mean,
Are you excited for everything?
the only one I could say, not that I even don't care for it. I've played Crackdown 2. It was free on Xbox Live, like maybe a year and a half ago when I was still playing my Xbox 360. So Crackdown 3 doesn't seem like it will impress me much. We were talking about earlier, Detroit Become Human. Immediately, the title just sounds super racist, so it just pushes me off.
You should read up on Crackdown 3 a little bit, actually.
Quote
Really?
Because they're going to do something with like the cloud service or whatever, where they're going to use the power of like multiple Xboxes or something
Oh, very
to
cool.
make it to be able to handle more like destruction. Like you can knock down skyscrapers in the middle of them.
Oh, very
I don't
cool.
know the technicals behind
Like
it, but
Black.
yeah, but on a way bigger scale. That was a good game. So. But no, I don't care about Ghost Recon at all. Fuck those games. Old ones are good.
the
Old ones were good. The new ones garbage. So, and Call of Duty can go fuck itself 1,000 times.
I
Garbage
think
game.
we can pretty much all agree with that.
Right.
So,
But I think that's the podcast. So
Sounds good.
yeah. So was episode 32?
32.
So
We'll be
we're
doing
good.
the live stream coming up this
Yeah.
upcoming Monday, June 13th.
We're gonna be do a Rocket League tournament. We're gonna put out those videos. We have some rare replay videos coming.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
gonna be ready for that tournament. By the way,
You say it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good luck.
I'll be ready.
You say that, but you're still gonna get last place.
Well, Worth will be playing, so
Yeah.
we all feel
Sixth
confident in not getting last.
Fifth place.
I'm so confident.